Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. Alex is here tonight. We got other Pat, Randy, Corey's here. Evan and Joe should be on after Dubs. No Jamin, he's doing some coursework. This week's episode is sponsored by our newest Patreon member, Blue Jay Disc Golf. That's from SkipAce, right? Blue Jay Disc Golf?
That was the downstate or something, guys, right?
Wedge area, right?
Yeah.
Before we get started, I got a couple show notes. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but everything that we do is scheduled, like releases and such, is based on how quickly I can edit. We used to record every other week, and I'd be able to edit about half of that recording by Thursday night for a Friday release. Once I got quick enough to edit the whole recording by Thursday night, we just started recording weekly. And then there was a point where I was able to finish by Wednesday night, so I was able to release on Thursday. When we have like 5 or 6 people on, I can usually finish early enough on Wednesdays not to stress too much. You know, I could try things, whether they work or not, and there's usually no problems. When we get to having like more than 5 or 6 people, or there's some other complication, I find recently I've been sweating to get finished by midnight even on Wednesday. And I don't really want to do that anymore because I find myself cutting corners and forgetting things. I'm rarely completely happy with an episode when I release it, but it gets really annoying when I realize I missed something obvious. So I think we're going to go back to a Friday release. Dun, 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 dun.
We're going back to the OG days.
Well, there's another reason for it too, because I want to try to use DisCap again for editing. I know I've complained about it in the past because it charges by the track. And with even 6 people, it can get pricey. You know, 2 hours recording at 6 people, that's 12 hours, and they charge by the hour. But what I realized, and I don't know why it took me so long, but I do 2 edits. I do one with all the tracks, and then a second edit where I blend them all down to one track. So I can still do the first edit on Audacity, but I want to try and do the second one on DisCap. And I haven't used it in a while. And with a Thursday release, relearning an editing software isn't really an option. So that's another reason to go to Friday. And then there's a third reason to go to Fridays, and that's just because I want to play disc golf. For the next 3 weeks, Peter Newland, you may have heard of him on the podcast as Robo Peter Newland, but he's running a Riverside Fall League on Wednesdays for the next 3 weeks, and then it switches to the weekend. So I think I'm going to try to do that. Maybe in a month, I'll be comfortable with the new software and things, and maybe it'll go quicker. And to be honest, if I'm going to add a new software, there might even be some Saturday releases because, you know, I don't know. I'm learning something, not from scratch, but that thing, even when I was using DisCap, it was changing very rapidly. Like each time I did it, they'd have updates, and I haven't done it in several years. So it might be a whole different thing, but I'm going to try it and see how it goes. That was my first show note. Any comments, thoughts, concerns?
Well, first of all, if it's to play disc golf, 100%. Second of all, you tried Thursday. You know, it was working good. If you got reasons to go back to Friday, that's fine too. I know you said before, like one of the reasons you liked Thursday was because it held you back from doing like a third edit.
Yeah.
So as long as you feel like you're going to just do more work by giving yourself another day to do it, then no, I think it makes sense.
Well, like literally 2 of the last 4 episodes, it was like 11:30 on Wednesday before I finished. And each time there was stuff I realized after I put it up, like I forgot the music that one time. So, you know, something not major. That's not the end of the world that I forgot the music, but that's the kind of thing that annoys me, you know, just little stuff. One week I wanted to put like pictures for the chapters, and I forgot to do that too. So just little stuff like that. Sometimes that third listen through isn't a bad idea either. So we'll see how that goes. The second note is that I'm trying to figure out some stuff for Patreon members. I mean, the first thing could be a slam dunk. I could just do a rough release on Thursdays with this new editing thing, but probably not. And the other thing's kind of selfish. I want to get some merchandise made. I've been tinkering with Fourth Wall and Printify, and it's really going slow because I'm not the most creative guy when it comes to merchandise. I don't want to just like slap a logo on a hoodie. You know, it's like which logo, which hoodie, what kind of hoodie do you want? I'm very indecisive. I don't know if you can tell, but my wife would call me cheap. I just don't want to spend money on something I'll never wear. I dealt with that enough in Beacon. So what I'm asking for is suggestions. What type of sweatshirts or t-shirts do people like to wear when they're playing disc golf? You know, what should the logo look like? What other items might be cool? My goal would be to get stuff that I would wear and use, but I'd also like to get stuff other people might want to wear and use, with the hope that maybe we can even do like a giveaway for some of the Patreon supporters, maybe once a month or so. I don't know. Those are my thoughts.
My first thought is water bottles. Well, okay, one thing. I guess one thought I have is everyone has clothes. I wouldn't mind wearing a Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast shirt. I guess like when you get to like clothing, it feels more advertising. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I can't really make a good comparison because like I do walk around with shirts that say Chevrolet on them and stuff like that. But those are brands that people recognize. I think of water bottles, kind of cool. People even use keychains anymore. That's probably not a great idea. Minis are always cool. I mean, everyone has minis, but you lose them every now and then, and kind of having a wait. Have you done minis before? Or am I just making that up?
When I first started doing the podcast, I thought that was kind of something that you needed to do. So I had like some discs made and some minis.
Oh, because I thought I had a mini.
I got them through that
Delicious?
No. The Dymax?
Dynamic disc. Yeah,
Dynamic.
Yeah. I had like a harp that I really liked, but the plastic, I understand why they use that plastic. It's just a white disc, but it got beat in pretty quickly. And see, I put a picture of Corey wearing his, how he likes to wear logo stuff. That's the traditional one. But I don't know. Like the reason I was looking at those sites like the Fourth Wall and such is like you design something, and if nobody buys it, then nothing. You know what I mean? There's no loss. You're not buying or ordering like 20 or 30 of something, and then you're sitting there selling them out of your trunk. That kind of stuff's a hassle. It's like if that's something that somebody likes, if they only make one of them, who cares? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's kind of the thought of it. And you said water bottles. What about stickers? Don't people just throw stickers on their water bottles anyway?
Well, that's literally what I think I have. Is I have my water bottle that is now dented to shit because I'd use it for more than drinking water. I also use it to get this out of trees. And I'm pretty sure I have a big HVDGP sticker on it.
Yeah, I didn't like those, the die cut or whatever. They're fine. I mean, the sticker themselves, I just didn't like that they're kind of bordered around the lettering.
Is it the one that has like the HV on the top, then DG in the bottom, and it's got like different images in the background that has Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast in the middle? Yeah.
The sticker itself is great. I just would have preferred it to have been like a rectangular shape around it. So it had straight edges as opposed to the way it went around the letters. That was really the biggest issue. Just somebody had told me, I think Jay Fat said, get some die-cast stickers. And I still have a few of them left, but I gave most of them away. But yeah, I tried that at first, but then I realized, why not figure out how to do it and then worry about that kind of stuff? And then again, I'm just a procrastinator, and by the time Thursday comes around and after editing and such, the last thing I want to do is even think about this thing. Pushing it back to Friday, it might be a little less relief. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. It might not be as intense to where you want to break from it.
So there's a couple of different things that we've looked at for Team Challenge and stuff like that, because nobody can ever agree on what to get for that sort of thing. First Apparel, or is First Available Apparel, I think is the name of the company. They used to be associated with Disc Golf 978. I think they're still associated, but it used to be the same guy. But you can get all sorts of different things and order directly from them, and they get you exactly what you want, and you don't have to worry about, like one person orders it, and then you pick it up from that person and stuff like that. But it's worked really nicely for Team Challenge.
Awesome. I'll take a look. I'm not very artistically inclined, so if anybody has ideas for, even how the logo could look other than just slapping it on there. I even thought could say disc or no disc. It doesn't matter, anything. It doesn't have to be specific to the podcast. Well, that would be specific, you know what I mean? But it doesn't have to say the podcast. I don't know. Just something to think about. If anybody has any thoughts, feel free to let me know. Anybody else here have any thoughts?
I love it.
HVDGP rolling papers for tobacco use only.
That's smart.
Have you done patches before, Pat?
You get vapes customized?
Dab rigs. Just kidding.
To answer Pat's logical question, rolling papers, though, don't most people either vape or do edibles on a course? Because I understand there's some old schoolers that probably still go out there and roll up a joint, but aren't more people thinking I can just grab my my vaporizer for the round. I don't have to worry about packing a bowl. Or how many vaporizers do you see on the course? You see bowls all the time. At least you used to, because they're easy to forget.
If you play with Corey.
I get a lot more vape pens that somehow get put in the lost and found bin than packs of rolling papers. So
all right. Well, yeah, I guess.
I don't know who's going to put rolling papers in the lost and found, but I also don't know who's putting vaporizers in there either.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, and but to your question, Pat, as far as patches, is patches still a thing other than Patches O'Houlihan?
Yeah, I think patches are still a thing. I got a patch in my players pack for Am Worlds.
Refrigerator magnets.
Yeah, a lot of them are more Velcro than patch, but same concept.
Yeah,
okay.
Velcro.
Definitely something to look into. It was an honest question. I'm old and I don't know what the kids do.
I think the Fuck Dennis patch has.
That's a good one.
There's some desire for it.
I haven't had a patch since my Boy Scout days. On my sash.
I'll use Google I'll use Gemini to identify what company produced the pizza cutter from Camp Gaw that one year, and we can just get the label for HVDGP put on one, and we can order 100 of them.
All right.
Worst case is I have pizza cutters for the next 1,000 years.
Or just order them and then and stickers.
Oh, true. Do that too.
I don't know. It's a fun idea, I thought. And like I said, it's also a way, because the whole thing with the Patreon thing is it's not like we have a huge audience. I don't want to do too much as far as audio recording. I don't want to say, hey guys, let's come on a Wednesday and record just for the Patreons. That seems, dicky. In my opinion, I don't know. That's just me. But I thought if it was something like, hey, once a month we do like a Patreon of the month and send them a shirt or something, or a hoodie, or I don't know, something. Yeah, just a thought.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
So if there's nothing else on that, before we get to some upcoming events, let's hear some last week in disc golf. On Monday, we got Gunk Stubbs. Max Horowitz and Dennis Flynn came in third place. They shot a -5. Steve Rush and Purple Phil came in second at -7. And your winner, Alden Slack, shot -12. Saratoga Spa Random Dubs Week 20 presented by 80K Discs. There was a tie for second place. Ryan Clare and Michael Fair shot -12. Mike Wynn and Jirapat K also shot -12. And Joe Panessa and Bobby Hallam are your winners. They shot -16. Colonial Acres Dubs League. There was a tie for third place. Patrick Jeffries and Evan DeLeon shot -8. So did Sean Dollard and Mark Bryan. Peter Fitzsisti and Tom Bova came in second. They shot -9. And your winners, Brandon Klein and Dan Perry, shot -11. Camp Gaw Monday Dubs. There was a tie for second there as well. Colin Broderick shot a -10. So did Andrew Coplin and Connor Brown. Russ Van Houten and Brian McGarr are your winners. They shot -12. On Tuesday, Skylands Doubles. Ben Graff and Arson came in third place. They shot -8. And there was a tie for first at -9 between Scott Stiles and Elijah Morgan. They tied with Ryan Folkertsma and Brendan Colton at -9. Wilcox Doubles Week 22, there was a tie for second place. Matt Hart and Matt Nathanson shot -12. So did Corey and Jackson Quinn. Matthew Geffert and John Tamburino shot -14, and one of them aced hole 3. CTK Handicap, there was a tie for third between Jim Burns and John Furman, and a tie for first between Todd Lawrence and Jake Huey. Kisco Tuesday Dubs, Chris Schofield and Cody Flynn are your winners. They shot -13. Women's League was at CPS. There was a tie for second place. Lisa L. and Melissa Calabria tied with Jennifer Park and Sarah Rizzo at -3. Alyssa Caslin and Kathleen Bemis are your winners. They shot -8. J-Dubs Points Championship. What week we just went past?
That was week 21, I believe. Yeah, week 21.
Of 26.
Of 26, yep.
The home stretch.
Yeah, it was cool. Usually Tucker will ask me every few weeks what time, what layout, blah, blah, blah. So it was cool that he finally came down for this week to play with us. We had 18 people show up to play J South. Couple people that we don't normally see, including Tucker, but also Kevin Wynn. Damn it.
Newen?
Wow, I feel like he says it a little bit differently. And I never know which one he goes with. I feel like Randy could correct me, but he's muted.
I won't.
Oh, okay. So Kevin came down. I don't know that he's come down before. I didn't know whether to put him as an A player or a B player. So I put him as a B. And funny enough is that like Gorsage is kind of like our A-B line. So after the pairings, I think some people had like, oh, did we have more A players than B players this week? How is Kevin and Justin paired up? And I asked, well, who would you take on average? Jason Gorsage or Kevin? And I think a lot of people were like, at J Park, maybe Gorsage would eke him out. So I felt that was fine.
Randy, how would you answer that question? Who would you pick as your partner, Jay Gorsage or Kevin at J Park?
I would pick Jay Gorsage, but depending on who you are, you'd want Kevin. Kevin throws very far and hard. So like,
that's a good point. You already throw far, so you don't need that aspect of the game. Mm-hmm. So, okay, I get you.
Yeah, and I guess Kevin with Justin, like giving Justin just someone else that can throw far might not be in his best interest, but
in hindsight, because I was on that card, Kevin like carried a handful of holes. Like they were both playing as A players that night.
Well, there was no Harry Lehman. What would Harry
Yep.
say, I guess is the question.
That is a notable mention. Harry was not there this week. Yeah, I don't know. But that's what we did. We played with 18 people. So Tim Goyette and Tucker Kozlowski came in solo third with a 9 down. Myself and Sean Powers shot a 10 down for solo second, which I attribute mostly to Sean. He was hitting a few big putts that were really game changers for our score. But Kevin and Justin did take the win with an 11 down, giving them 18 points. And I don't know what Justin might have dropped. I probably could actually figure it out, but I'm not. Well, actually, yeah, Justin got 11 points there. So he must have dropped something worth 7 or less, I guess, maybe. But on top of that, the birdie bank was hit, which was 2 weeks worth for $30 between Leighton Scott and Jay Gorsage. Brian parked hole 31 underneath the basket for $18 CTP, and Sean Powers took the free CTP on hole 32.
Randy, you played anything notable about that?
Yeah, I played with Tom Hutchison. We played well. He has a great forehand up shot. We almost did it. It was one of those nights. We had fun, but just couldn't get enough birdies, basically.
And with that, Justin Michelli has now taken the lead over Harry Lehman.
Mm-hmm.
He is sitting in first with 283, and Harry is sitting in second with 278. But I think the last time I looked is Harry had a couple more rounds that were lower. So if he, we still have 5 weeks left or something like that.
And like that rainy day where not a ton of people showed up. And
yeah, so at least Harry has that in his back pocket. I think if he shows up, maybe 3 more times and gets some wins or, at least 12, 15 points, he might take it back. And if either of them get an ace, I think that might kind of seal the deal. Yeah, so for week 22, we will have played Jay East, which may or may not be the last time we play in the woods, but it is the first time we're playing at 5:15. So we'll probably do that for, 2 or 3 weeks as I keep an eye on sunset. And the 6-some that we had last week, they definitely finished in the dark, whether because they didn't play fast enough or just because the sun was setting that much faster, but trying to avoid those situations where possible.
Absolutely. We're getting to the end of August, and the slow period is coming to an end. Corey called it the slow period, and you have a point. The last couple weeks have been kind of slow. I'm going to go weekend by weekend, so if you guys have anything that you want to add, we can always add it, but there's a lot coming up. This weekend is the 2026 Dilicious Discs Am Classic at Wilcox Park is Saturday, August 29th. That one's full, so there's really not much to say about it. Also on August 29th, Battenkill Open Pro side. That is Jamin Hume's tournament at CTK. Registration for that closes on the 27th, which is the day this comes out at 8 p.m. So, oh wait, no, it isn't the day it comes out anymore, is it?
I was just going to say, damn, Pat flip-flopped on that idea quick.
No, I just thought maybe this was going to be the last one on a Thursday, but all right, well, wah, wah. I'm sure, though, if you try to get in, I think Jamin will be cool about it. Because the next day on Sunday, the August 30th, is the AM side of Battenkill Open. And it also says August 27th for when registration closes. But both have seats available, space available. So if you want to get in on that, call Jamin, and I'm sure he'll be very happy to hear from you, as all tournament directors are the day before a tournament. Anything else this weekend?
Those are only 2 I know of.
All right. The following weekend, we're into September. Friday, September 4th, we got the DisCap Flex Series 2026 6 of 6. This one is at Hyzer
Creek.
Hyzer Creek. That one has 66 players currently. Registration open until September 2nd on that. So I think the last one had in the 70s, so there's still probably plenty of spots available for that.
I'm kind of bummed if I don't play that because Schwartz sent a reminder of like the Flex Series points, and at least in Pro, I think Troy Viseris got me by 5 points. And I forget exactly how it breaks down, but like you get 5 points for showing up, you get 5 points for a win, then you get 3 points for second place, something like that. And you maybe get a point for every person you beat or somewhere around there. So by me not showing up basically hands Troy the series win. But if I didn't go and I beat him, I could become the Flex Series points champion. But I think that ship at this point has sailed already.
Well, I think it was you got till the 2nd to really decide.
Yeah.
So anybody else here planning on playing it?
I'm playing in it, and we have a tight race in the MA2 division for the annual points for it. So it'll be fun. Our shared rival, Brandon Klein, is leading with 139, and he's first. I'm 10 points behind him at 129, so it's possible, but I told him it's his to lose. And we're playing together, so that'll be fun.
Head to head. Is he officially bagging yet? at over 900 in MA2?
Uh,
I don't know the numbers.
we'll see if he can keep over 900.
935 is the end of
Oh, okay.
MA2. So technically not there.
So it sounds like he'll be MA2 for life.
DisCap tends to be pretty lax.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know how to describe it, but like
Progressive.
Move up early.
yeah, you move up early, basically.
I'll believe it when I see it. From him specifically, not most people. Looks like Randy's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, I guess you got a busy enough weekend. You don't want to be playing no flexes.
No, I got plenty to do that Friday night.
Pretty cool to see a pretty deep MA60 field. Hyzer Creek is, I guess it's only one round, but, it's definitely not the easiest property to meander, and I guess not the longest course either, but 2, 4, 6, 7 MA60 players.
Absolutely. There's only 12 in MA2 and MA3.
Yeah.
So, and 8 in MA40.
You know how these old guys are too. They're a little smarter with their PTO. They put the shit in advance. It's easier to get out of work early on a Friday. They got it all locked in. They know.
They're also MA60, so they could be retired too.
Yeah, some of those guys too. Yeah.
All right, so that's Friday the 4th. And then the next 2 days on the 5th, we've got 7th Annual Stony Kill Scramble Singles, sponsored by MVP Discs. How's that looking, Alex?
It's all right. We're about half full, which, not too bad. I put in the order for the custom minis. So anyone who got registered before Saturday, and maybe 1 or 2 people who registered on Saturday might have also gotten in that list. You still get a event stamped mini or engraved, but it just won't have your name on it.
Yeah, and your PDGA number.
And your PDGA
Now,
number.
that doesn't keep you from using like some kind of knife and etching it in there. You could do that, I suppose.
That's true. We're not going to do it for you, but you could do it.
No.
But yeah, about half full. Plenty of opportunity to get in. We got about 2 weeks till the event. Would love to see more people sign up, but that's how it goes. I totally understand if there's other things going on. I get that other stuff's going on, so it's not like it's crazy.
So that's on Saturday, the singles, and then on Sunday we've got doubles. 7th Annual Stony Kill Scramble doubles, sponsored by MVP Discs. And both of these, registration closes on Friday, September 4th at 8 p.m. And right now, it does look like, Randy, you got some competition in pro.
Mm-hmm.
Some chicken and rice.
I think Adam came up with that team name too.
The good news is it does look like each division has at least 2 teams, so there's not going to be any freebies. But are you actually playing in this, Alex, or no?
I'm playing in the single side. If there's space for me to play in the double side, I'll try to track down a partner. But I am currently not signed up for the double side.
All right. I thought maybe since the Potts girls are playing, maybe, you guys alternate.
Wait, you're not going to play with your dad and be the Potts guys?
He's playing Saturday as well. And 4 rounds in 2 days is a little more than he normally likes to do.
And I would go Guy Potts.
After I said it, I kind of thought the same thing.
Camel Case Corey will be there, though. Brian Monahan and Tim Goyette.
Love to see it.
Killer Ease, Evan and Eric.
Some good names out there.
Yeah. Also on Sunday, we got the Shongum Showdown 8, Sunday, September 6th at Gunks. That one, registration closes on, looks like Thursday, September 3rd at 8 p.m. So get in on that. Anything else? Well, Corey, you mentioned you're probably going to do the Greater Hartford Open.
Yep, 8th here out in Connecticut. I believe myself, Jason Gorsuch, Kyle Hirsch, Jamin Hume, and maybe Mucelli are going out there to play. I don't know who else is playing it, but as far as if there's anybody else in the listening area or group, if I scroll to it just really quickly, if there's any names I recognize, not a whole lot of New York people. Oh, Jamin is signed up, confirmed. Okay, nice. RJ Cherkis is going to be there. Sean Ryan, he's playing pro. Okay, love to see that.
Your dark horse.
My dark, yeah, I got to pick me some Sean Ryan. Everybody else looks like classic Connecticut people, but yeah, hoping for a fun weekend. And you know what? To be honest, I think I've played that tournament for 3 years, maybe past 3 years, will be my 4th time. I can't remember having bad weather for a single one, and I probably shouldn't have said that, but it is kind of a great spot and a fun course to play. So hoping for another great year.
Absolutely. The following weekend, I got on Saturday, September 12th. Joe mentioned this in the past. Flight for Cancer 3 presented by MVP Singles. It's at Haviland Cove. We know what course that is?
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it.
Might be a temp course, possibly. 2 loops on a 9-hole layout, so it's probably on a temp course. Greg Hill is the tournament director for that. Molly DeVoe is the assistant tournament director. Registration closes September 11th. Says proceeds benefit Joy US Foundation and our Woodcraft Fall Family Camp, a 3-day retreat in the Adirondacks for families impacted by cancer at no cost. Time in nature, moments that matter, memories that heal. But that's not in anyone here's neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Pat might be
outside
the
the
best
range.
one.
Oh, Pat, maybe?
No, well, he might be the closest one, but everyone else is, Glens Falls for any of us is probably an hour and a half minimum-ish.
It's like 1 hour for me. I find myself up there decent amount.
All right.
It's at least an hour for me. I think Joe lives up north, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's not here.
Yeah.
But he ain't here.
And Jamin.
Yeah, they ain't. Those suckers. They ain't here. All right. The following weekend is very busy.
Wait, what weekend was that? Was it the 12th to 13th?
That was the 12th and 13th. You got anything?
Yeah, the 8th year going on that weekend is out in Syracuse. The Phoenix and Griffin Games presents the 2026 Syracuse Open, sponsored by the Pizza Cutters.
Is it still sponsored by the Pizza Guys?
Yep.
I think it was a different, either they changed their name or I thought it was was it Pie Guys? I don't remember.
I want to say it was the Pie Guys before. It was something. It wasn't the Pizza Cutters for sure.
So did they change their name or is it a different sponsor?
I'm trying
Good
to
question.
quickly pull up last year's. It was the Pie Guys last year for sure. I'm Googling both. Are they the same place? Okay, my quick search does not make it seem like they're the same place. Oh, wait.
Hmm?
No, they are different places, it seems like.
Huh.
So it's kind of interesting. I guess they're keeping the pizza theme, though.
Well, it was probably very popular.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of people showing up for that, a bunch of sponsors. But the big thing for this event is it always kind of attracts like touring pros moving through the area. Last year, Nathan Queen was there and some others, but this year, at least the top of MPO and FPO, Paul Krantz, Parker Welk, Jakub Semerad, Andrew Miranda, Ryan Mon, Luke Sampson, Colton Montgomery, Ethan Hatters right below him. And then an FPO, Katrina Allen, Paige Pierce, Chantal Brudinsky. Last year I know Owen was there and Lisa, freaking Ryan nailed her last name last week. Lisa, anyways, that lady.
Stinna Jimmy, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, yeah, it's always a grereat event. There's always like some top tier talent, so it's going to be cool to see how they play it.
What has them in this area that time of year?
That's a good question. Is the tournament's coming up?
Yeah, it's almost time for GMC.
Yeah.
So
It's between Worlds and GMC, so they're driving straight through New York.
Pretty much.
Greatest media coverage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Green Mountain
Green
Championship.
Mountain Championship. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where is Worlds? Michigan. Yeah. So, yeah, they're going from Michigan the weekend of August 26th to the 31st to Vermont the weekend of the 17th and 21st. So I think they might actually, I don't know if the date has changed over the years. Dang, if I do some quick looking up again real quick. Last year, Syracuse Open was too many tournaments to scroll through, too many tournaments. September, 13th to 14th. Yeah, so I guess it's around the same time every year. But I think they might have locked into that date once they move to an A tier because of this fact that they can slot it in between these other big events and get touring pros that are traveling through.
Cool. Anything else that weekend, the 12th and 13th?
That's all I got.
Same.
All right. The next weekend, the September 19th and 20th, is a very busy weekend. Saturday, September 19th, we'll start it off. We got Artemis Unchained VI, Queen of the Northeast Series number 6 at FDR State Park. Andy Romansky, Tournament Director, Moon Princess. Barra Jones, Assistant Tournament Director, Lunar Goddess, and Kristen Bruno, assistant tournament director and Queen of Chaos and Starlight. So this is the 6th year doing that. I always like that they do you could play a 2-round as normal, or you can play just 1 round. The blue division plays 1 round from the short baskets in the afternoon, so you don't have to get up early if you want to just play the 1 round. But that's always a cool one. Artemis Unchained VI is the 6th tournament in the Queen of the Northeast Series presented by East Coast Metal and Roofing and MVP Disc Sports. This tournament will also be a NIFA sanctioned event. It's a 2-round C-tier event open to women of all ages and skill levels. Please let us know if you do not see your division and we will add it. Join us for the 6th installment of the Artemis Journey as we celebrate each other and the sport that has brought so many women together in years past. Plenty of fun and prizes for everyone that attends, including our famous Field of Dreams. That's our first thing on Saturday. We've also got the 2026 Montgomery County Championship presented by DisCap and Visit Montgomery County, Saturday, September 19th, 2026. Tournament director for that is Jeff Wachowski and Terry Hudson. And correct me if I'm wrong, they're playing Burbine in the morning and then going to
Dove Creek.
Dove Creek, yeah. All right.
I mean, I know it is still a little bit less than a month away at this point. It's also only showing 13 out of 72 people.
I got 14.
Oh, 14 now?
Mm.
Who just signed up? You?
I just signed up.
I literally just loaded the page and saw 13, and that's when I was going to start talking. And then Pat was like 14. I'm like, what the fuck? I just literally just opened the page. But to my knowledge, and at least last year, Burbine has never had a problem really filling up. So I'm hoping that people are just kind of shuffling their feet to the registration link for this one. I know it's kind of a trial thing with 2 different courses and kind of like a bigger event overall, but would like to see this one fill up just as much as any other tournament, but a little bit more in this one as it's in its little trial phase.
It's got a registration for that closes September 17th, so the Thursday before, probably after we release.
The funny thing is currently in the MPO division, it's the same people as Terry Hudson's inaugural tournament at Dove Creek. Myself, Adam Nelson, Kyle Hirsch, and Troy Vasari. It's the same 4 guys.
When you're doing tournaments, the main thing you want to do the second time is to have everybody who came the first time come and then add to that.
A little head start.
Yeah. It was good enough that you retained. Now the step 2 is grow. So there's that. Pat, have you played that course at all? Dove Creek, I mean.
Yeah, I love both those courses. Burbine's like my favorite in the area because it's short, technical, wooded. And Terry's done such a good job with Dove Creek. So I'm stoked about that. I didn't realize registration was open. So you start talking about it, I looked at it. So maybe other people like me are just like, oh, yeah, that's coming up. That was the one tournament I played when I moved here last year. It was 2 rounds at Burbine. I had a great time. I think it was in October. I remember it being like a little chilly.
I mean, it's also, we're talking about the busiest weekend. We're only halfway through the events this weekend. Anything else on that? Montgomery County Championship. Our next event, Saturday and Sunday, the 19th and 20th, the 2026 New York State Disc Golf Championships in Long Island, New York, or on Long Island, New York. Tournament director for that, Kyle Ebinger, Adam Walsh, assistant TD, Mike Burrell, and Neil Dombra, our tournament staff. Is this 1 round a day, one at Heckscher, one at South Haven, or is it 2 rounds a day? How does it work? Do you know?
Yeah, it's Saturday is 2 rounds, shotgun start at Heckscher and South Haven, depending on what pool you're in. And then Sunday is a tee time at Heckscher, it looks like. With also Saturday, there's a dinner/hangout, according to the disc golf scene page.
Is there a cut after Saturday or no?
I don't believe so. No. I think it's just everyone plays 2 rounds on Saturday, switching courses between, at lunch, and then Sunday everyone will play a tee time round at Heckscher.
It says 3 rounds of play. The New York State Disc Golf Championship comes to Long Island for the first time ever in 2026. Is that true? It's never been there before? I did not know that.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, if Jamin were here, he would know, but...
Well, because I think, it rotates every 4 years, and they're considered downstate, or however they chunk that up. And last time was at FDR.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hosted by Long Island Disc Golf, competitors will face 2 of the region's premier championship venues, Heckscher State Park and South Haven County Park. Over 3 rounds in 2 days, players will be challenged by a combination of open championship golf, coastal winds, technical wooded fairways, and demanding championship layout. Registration for that closes September 18th, so it's open until the day before. Looks like it still has plenty of space, but it's getting full. It's got about halfway for the 144. You're playing, I assume, Corey. That's why I asked.
No, I'm going to be up in Montgomery County.
Jamin was the one who said he was going to play.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
He was going to do camping and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me double check MA2 to see if Patrick's playing. No, I don't see him. Patrick, I assume you haven't played Long Island?
No, never been down there. What's the golf like?
Heckscher's very long and straight. It's pretty wide fairways, but if you go off the fairway, you can get into major trouble quickly. I haven't been there probably since before COVID, but I can't imagine it being much different. When I say wide, like fairways, lefty or righty, tee-pad's kind of in the middle on a lot of these, and you've got, I don't even want to guesstimate feet, but probably 40 feet wide. So as long as you don't throw something super hooky, just stay in the fairways. Corey, you've not played, have you, at Heckscher?
No, I don't. I think the furthest, well, I guess this goes back to our previous discussion on what is south or west. I think the furthest south I've played is just Kisco and FDR and
Warwick.
And Warwick, yeah. Beacon. Or Oasis, I mean, not Beacon. I have not played Beacon before either.
Randy and Alex, I'm assuming, as well. I forget.
Yeah, FDR and Warwick.
Randy hasn't even played Warwick yet.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, okay, fine.
Well, I went back and I listened to some of our goals, and we got Alex through his Hyzer Creek thing. We got to get Randy. Our next goal is Randy for Warwick in the next, not the end of the year, but in the next year and a half. By 2028, we got to get Randy to Warwick. That's our goal.
I'm going to talk to Kat. I'm going to get them to plan like a family vacation in the area behind his back.
I want to ride on the back of your motorcycle, Corey.
Oh, Randy, we could do that.
If you will let me ride on the back of your motorcycle, Corey, I'm going.
It's a long ride, though, and I don't know how we're going to get 2 disc golf bags down there, but
Well, I'm going to hold on tight.
I have an extra helmet.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Kat played there this year. That was not the first time she played there, or was it?
No, she, I believe, has played the tournament twice, and she filled in for a team challenge team because they're in a higher pool than us.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple times, 3 times. So many.
3 times. Yeah. That's like, it's infinitely more
Yeah.
than you. So
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So that is our next challenge. That's New York State Disc Golf Championships, September 19th and 20th. And there is one other event that I have on Sunday, September 20th. We got the 2026 Rethrow Open, for which Corey is actually collecting discs as we speak.
The collection is done, but I'm looking at them still. Can't wait to get rid of them, but I'll hold on to them for, 22 more hours.
Can we get a sneak peek of a couple gems?
Well, the thing is with this event is the gems are actually the opposite, but there's some like old school stamp jammer discs in there, and a lot of other tournament stamp stuff. The JK Pro AVR in there. I know people actually do love their JK Pros. There's some winners in there.
Reduce, reuse, rethrow. The Rethrow Open is a tournament centering around some forgotten, lost, and found discs that still have plenty of life left in them. All players will get used discs from a selection gathered from many courses in the area, including J-Park. Players can only use the disc given to them for this event. Event scoring will be similar to the Ace Race scoring used in the past. All players will receive some goodies courtesy of Trash Panda and the town of Bethlehem. More partners to be announced. New to disc golf, then why the fuck you listening to this, but arrive at least 30 minutes before your scheduled tee time for a free intro to disc golf lessons. This introduction will cover the basic rules, scoring, throwing, putting, and etiquette. Yeah, so that's September 20th at Colonial Acres, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., sponsored by Trash Panda, New York Disc Golf Supply. Register at discgolfscene/Rethrow. The Fighting Koi of Colonial Acres present the Rethrow Open. Probably one of the greatest ideas in disc golf, probably in my opinion, in the last handful of years at least. As far as like new things, probably the oldest disc golf idea sounds like, other than just a traditional tournament, is like your ice bowl.
Yeah.
There's some places that have been doing ice bowls for 20, 30 years, it seems.
Yeah, I like the concept of it. It's fun.
Yeah, I think it's a great concept. And yeah.
Your 3 disc challenges, I don't know how long those have been around for, and those are fun. And this is kind of on a similar vein where, you're going to get discs that you haven't, playing with the same stuff over and over again could get a little mundane. So, here's a fresh bag to throw with. And this, you get more discs to play with. So,
and it's $5.
It's $5.
Yeah. So that's the 19th and 20th. The 21st, we got the New York State Putting Championships presented by PACS Elite, PAX Elite. Monday, September 21st, hosted by Too Far Under Par, tournament director Greg Hill at Common Roots. This is just what he does in association with New York State Championships, right?
He did it last year with the New York State Championship. It coincided with that weekend. He does it like the Monday following, is it Green Mountain Championships?
Well, this is also the Monday following New York State Championships. So, yeah, if it's after GMC, that works too. See, now you got me calling it GMC.
So it'll be at Common Roots instead of Northway Brewery this year.
1,500 total added cash for fucking putting.
Yeah.
Not for an A tier or even a B tier.
And it's equal payouts, men and women. So, if you get 30 men that show up and 10 women, the women are going to have the same payout as the men. So it entices women to come out and make some cash. Our women know that for sure. They show up pretty good for this.
Actual Pat, can you remind me what is our contract conditions for being here on Mondays? How much are we getting?
Yeah.
Maybe that Friday drop comes into play because you record on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Pat, do it live from Common Roots.
Hey, whatever, if you want to make a couple bucks, I'm not.
No. I've been up there like twice to get my ass kicked.
Yeah, it'll be me, and Jason's in-laws will probably finally be gone. So it'll be me and Jason. And I'll be like, hey, how was your round, Jason? It was good. Sweet up, Hudson Valley.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, you can make the whole episode just like a YouTube short. An Instagram reel. This week's episode. And we're done.
That's September 19th, 20th, and 21st, that weekend. Is there anything the following weekend? Because I didn't see anything for the 26th and 27th.
That's the MVP Open at Maple Hill. So a lot of us will be that way.
All right. That's September. I did.
Oh,
feel
no,
like
I was going to make a joke. And now let's go to October and spend another hour.
I was actually just going to mention the first part of October.
Okay, yeah, no.
DisCap presents the 24th annual Battle of Saratoga, sponsored by MVP Disc Sports, Saturday, October 3rd. That's just about a month and a half away. I figure that's kind of the limit there. Registration doesn't even close till October 1st, and it's already more than half full. So that one, I just thought a cursory mention. I see Corey's already signed up for it. This is the second one at Hyzer, right?
Yep.
Yeah. April Showers is the other. I signed up and then had to drop out of it. I forgot I'm going to my 21st in a row Patriots at Bills game at the brand new stadium. So
To root for who?
I'm a Patriot fan. My
What a
buddy's a Bills
loser.
fan. Yeah, we haven't been losing, so that's
No.
not the
Lost the
case.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a rough few years.
We made it to the Super Bowl.
With the
All
easiest
right, moving
schedule
on.
in the history of NFL. But okay, yeah. All right. That's the events coming up. Is there anything, maybe New York States? Is that our next maybe picks event?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not SkipAce picks, right? Just internal picks.
No, like I'll get with Tim and figure out if we can do. I mean, because even right now, that one's not completely full, but it's got around 70. Even if it doesn't fill, it's probably going to get to around 100 plus. So
Syracuse might be a better choice.
that's the same week or no?
Week before it.
Okay, well, that's a debate we can have then.
I mean, yeah, we could theoretically do both.
That's true if they're back-to-back weeks, yeah. So I'll maybe mention that in our chat and see what people think. Before we get to SkipAce, let's hear some last week in disc golf. On Wednesday, Shen Creek Dubs Week 23. Jay Gorsage and Millie Smith came in third place. They shot -10. Peter Cornish and Levi V in second at -13. And your winners, Cody Miller and Matt Blankley, shot a -14. Port Jervis Disc Golf Bag Tag League. They did a 3-speed or less tag round. There was a tie for third place. Brock DeGroa and George Henry shot -6. And there was a tie for first at -11 between Peter Newlett and Rob J. Christopher Salvagan aced hole 4. Stony Kill Random Dubs. You guys are still playing the short layout, right? The back 9 twice kind of layout, right?
Yeah.
What is the plan for the scramble? Do we know yet?
Yeah, so the plan for the scramble is to play the storm layout, which is 3 through 18 plus 14 B and C.
Mhm.
And we're on track for that. We did a bunch of work this weekend getting everything set there. Gene has set an appointment with the town supervisor to get the front 9 reopened. I'm not sure if that's going to happen before this coming week, but hopefully for the doubles before Stony Kill Scramble, everything will be open for people to practice. The other thing is they've been doing a bunch of work just in general, including there is now electric run up to the pavilion, which is super cool to see.
Oh, wow.
Nice of the town to run that up there. I think they put in some parking lights as well, like overhead lighting. But yeah, for Team Challenge and such, it looks like we're going to have electricity up at the pavilion, so we don't have to take up all their parking spaces right by the building.
So for Stony Kill Random Dubs, you still played the back twice, basically, right?
Yeah, so play the back 9 long, then you play back 9 short, including 14 B and C for a total of 20 holes. Unless you're Greg Kurtz's card, in which case you play back 9 long, including 14 B and C, make the card behind you wait on the next couple of holes, and then play the shorts without 14 B and C. Can you guess where I was in the in the course layout?
Probably right behind them.
Directly behind Greg Kurtz's card. Yeah, no, it wasn't a massive issue, but it did slow us down just a little bit. But yeah, I picked up Travis as a partner who was driving in from down south. So he didn't have any warm-up time, but we still shot 10 down, respectable. But when the winner is 16 down, it's not quite what you need to score too much.
Adam Nelson and Tyler Cockroft shot 16 down.
But it was nice playing some of the holes you don't normally play with the short layout there.
Absolutely. Brett Racine and Gary Lefebvre came in second, -14, and Timothy Golden and Joseph Kowalik, the Viking, came in third. Timothy and Joe got the birdie bank. Joe also got the CTP on hole 11, and Denny Daly got the CTP on 13. Usually I thought it put the points. Oh no, they got, this was a cash one. This wasn't points. Okay. Corey, DisCap Pro League, week 7.
1 second, hang on.
Hot dog bite.
Honey mustard seasoned pretzels.
Oh,
Delicious. So week 7 of the back half of Pro League, we were at J Park playing the J North layout, and we were the 3 best friends that anyone could ever had, I suppose. Myself, Justin Park, and Justin Michelli were the only ones that played, and basically I whooped their ass. I don't know. I took 1 bogey the entire round. Had a couple big C2 putts. Justin was kind of struggling a bit, it seemed, off the tee pad, but still really put together a pretty respectable even round at J Park, which is nothing to sneeze at. A common theme is usually that league rounds are rating killers, and 7 down at J North would typically be rated higher than 10-12 or whatever. But even with just 3 people, I think at worst the ratings were off by 1 stroke compared to the Jammer. I think 6 down at the Jammer was like 10-11. So I don't know. It was a fun day playing with those guys. I was playing J North, and yeah, that's about it.
I did want to go over SkipAce. I think the way to do it is to give it a week after the event finishes, because we don't know if it's going to be finalized. You figured I would have figured this out by now, but the last event we had didn't register. That would have been the Discmania Challenge, I believe. We've got the Discmania Challenge and then the Doubles Championship at Preserve. I think we did do Ledgestone. Corey won that. That sounds right. With Rob came in 3rd. Yeah, and Corey still gained points on him. So the Discmania Challenge was probably a month ago at this point. We had 45 people picking. Why does it say, is that my overall rank or is that 25 of 45? So why does it only show 29?
45 sounds like overall.
Okay, I get it. I guess it's assuming that 45 people potentially could have picked for this.
Oh, at the top, yeah.
Yeah, 29 actually picked for it. It took me a second, but I think I see what it's going for.
Guess I got to make another Facebook post, trying to make another change.
But Kenji came in 29th place. Alex Potts in 28th.
2 drops. That'll kill you.
Yeah, because you guys are the only 2 in the 600. You got him by 11 points. But then Sparky Spalding in 27th jumps up almost 160 points to 27th place. I'm in 25th, right ahead of Brandon Klein. 30 points ahead, I might add. Probably about our spread in ratings points, too. Might be a little more than 30, but not much. Schwartz in 23rd. Evan, he's not here yet, but he actually went to the further... I guess they got a circus going on at Prospect, so he went to Colonial Acres tonight.
We had a huge turnout at Spa, too. We had 38 people show up.
Goodness. That's more than thick. Yeah, so Evan came in 23rd, Jakey Huey in 22nd at 900 points, even 3 points behind Randy Bobandy.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, there's a name we haven't mentioned yet, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't even have an excuse because we both had the same player drop, so whoops.
Ryan Travis, 148-343 in 20th. Tucker Rules, Blue Jay Disc Golf Store, our new Patreon member. Kathleen Bemis, okay, so she got you by 65 points. Not too bad.
Yeah, I'll sleep. Well, that was a long time ago. I slept that night.
16th place, our first person over 1,000 with 1,002. We got the correspondent, Devin Lamke in 15th at 1080. 1,100 points, Patrick Jeffries, Patatat.
Indeed.
Lefty Flick in 13th. Ivan Ivan Marmota in 12th. Connor Eckhart in 11th. And our top 10, Maximilian Pegasus with 1,200 points. Highland Mike Warner in 9th. Billy Buckner in 8th. Jamin Hume in 7th. He does so much better when he's not here than he does when he's here.
He just won the last one, didn't he? And one other before it?
He won the draft when he wasn't here. And Well, no, Corey won the last event we did. But yeah, he does pretty well. Seems like he does a little bit better when he's not here. Stubbs in 6th place. Joe C in 5th with 1262. 1263, Brian Heller, 4th place. Corey Cook, 3rd place. 1,275 points.
Yeah, I think this was the week that Sullivan Tipton had just played really good at the previous event, and possibly Ella Hansen. So I thought they were pretty good pulls. Ella Hansen ended up winning that event, and Sullivan plays pretty well, but a lot of points, but we haven't heard of a specific name yet.
Well, it's funny that you came in 3rd place out of all these people picking, and the 2 people ahead of you in 2nd place with 1,318 points, we got Bickersmith. So that's nemesis number 1. And then in 1st place, 8 points ahead of him, Rob Wiesem, Mississippi. Got you by 51 points, it looks like.
I think the previous events I had gapped him by a little bit more than that, but this late in the game, 70, what did you say, 75 points?
I thought it was 50.
50.
Yeah, 51.
Yeah, that ain't nothing, but got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Then our next event We got the 2026 DGPT Doubles Championship at Preserve presented by Simon Line. Or is that Simon Line? Is that something to do with Simon Lazat?
Yeah,
It's his
that's
line.
like one of this.
Oh, Simon's Line. Shouldn't it be Simon's Line then?
No, because it's like a play on taking a Simon line when he used to throw like really obscure shots. You'd call it the Simon line. So,
Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
This one we had 31 people picking. Now, can somebody explain what the deal was with dubs?
Can I? Because I'm going to like insult a bunch of people at the same time. Is that
I dig it.
cool?
Absolutely.
All right. So you can pick one player from any given team and you get the points that that team scores. So plain and simple, you can pick the lowest rated player on any team you want and spend less points. You could also double up if you really liked a team. You could pick them each and try to get the points from both.
Before you go any further,
Mm-hmm.
that first thing you said, I was on
Mhm.
board. I'm like, no one's going to do this. I'm going to save a bunch of points. I did not think about the second part of that where like you can double up on good teams. So I feel like that kind of might shoot you in the foot a little bit.
It could, unless you...
Double up on the wrong one.
No, the person who got first didn't double up. So I guess it wasn't the winning plan. And the only reason I didn't double up, I was 10 points short on doubling up on Calvin and Gannon, which I think was the scratch pick. But whatever. Either way, basically, if you weren't picking the lower rated person in the doubles pairs, you were wasting points. So if you scroll down to like the middle of the pack, you'll see people that picked like the higher rated player, not really realizing the strategy. But hey, it is what it is.
Knowing all that, and before we get to any kind of results, would you want to do another doubles event like this?
I think that's fine.
I think now that people know that, they might pick differently. So I don't know, because it was super close to the top.
Well, there's a 3-way tie for first.
Yeah, it was super close no matter what, basically, because it was a doubles event.
Mm.
So I think it's cool once a year. I don't think it needs to happen all the time.
Well, 31st place had 942. First place had 1168. So just over 200 points separating first and
1428
31st.
won it.
What's that? Did I not read it right? Oh, I think I was looking at mine. Never mind. It defaults to mine up at the top. So 1428, still 500 points for 31 people. That's, I don't know what the typical is. I think it's probably not much more than that anyway. Never mind. But yeah, Tucker Rules came in 31st place with 942 points. Kathleen Bemis in 30th at 1034.
Let's go.
Alex Potts, back-to-back weeks, Alex.
Yeah, I just kind of put in picks. I was not thinking about strategy or anything. I was just trying to make sure I made picks for as many events as I could.
Were you trying to manipulate it to where you had 1,069 points?
I was not, but it is a happy accident.
Happy ending? What?
Nice.
Stubbs came in 28th at 1072. Connor Eckhart in 27th. Jamin, he must have been here that week. He had 1116 in 26th place. Dylan B. Do we know Dylan B?
She's my daughter, and she made those picks all on her own.
And she beat her mom. So you're
Exactly.
you beat your wife and she beats her mom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting family. Who didn't know about that at J-Dubs?
Oh, Colum didn't know that I beat my wife regularly. Yeah.
That was funny. I'm pretty sure I'm the one that made the joke, right? Like I'm the one that had to
Yeah,
bring it
you
up.
started it. Yep.
Sparky Spalding, 24th place. Highland Mike Warner in 23rd. I came in 22nd with my 1168. I needed one more point, Alex, but I couldn't do it. Our newest Patreon, Blue Jay Disc Golf Store at 21st place, 1174. Brian Heller in 20th. Joe C. in 19th. Kenji in 18th. Ryan Travis 148343. Then we got Jakey Huey. Corey Cook, 15th place.
Mid-pack, yeah, my strat was obviously common and got me most of the way there. I mean, the point difference between first isn't that much. But
You only picked one pick that wasn't in a top, like, two, basically.
the Manduano sisters
Yeah, that was the one pick
kinda
that got you.
messed me up, but I kind of thought Alexis and Valerie would be a pretty strong team.
Manduano?
Manduano? Yeah, something like that.
Mandahano?
Manduhano. There we go.
What was I saying? Manduano?
Manduano.
Okay,
That's cool.
Manduano.
That's the other thing. You're really only picking from half the people, too. Like Randy said, maybe just once a year. Maximilian Pegasus in 14th. Tie for 12th place, Rob Weiss of Mississippi and the real Alex Potts. That's 2 weeks in a row, though. He got ahead of you, Corey. I mean, it's only 8 points, but hey.
Yep, we got to start somewhere.
Exactly. Bickersmith in 11th, top 10. Ivan Ivan, Schwartz, Lefty Flick 21. Pat Jeffries, 1,401 point.
That's respectable.
Mm.
I thought it was going to be more just like a fun event. I picked the Crush Boys, Eagle and Simon, but when I watched it mainly the last round, and when they did alternate shot doubles, it got pretty serious. It was like real golf, which is competitive and fun to watch. At least the FPO was. So yeah, I did okay.
Your points 230, 230, 230, 230, 231, and 250. It's crazy.
Solid.
But 3 points behind Randy Bobandy in sixth place.
Watching the first round, I was kicking myself because I thought I had picked the Crush Boys because that is such an obvious choice. And then they blew it in the first round. And then I saw that I was in first after the first round. And I was like, oh, thank goodness I didn't pick them. And then, yeah, they just turned it around and got themselves right back into, what was it, a tie for third or something? Like they were up there.
Well, they got 230. Your lowest was Paige Pearson. She still got you 213 points.
Yep. I got all perfect picks except Paige. They got third place. So almost got it.
Top five, we got Evan Parsley. He's not here yet, or might not be at this point. Devin Lamke in fourth. And then we have a three-way tie for first place with 1,428 points. Billy Buckner, Brandon Klein, and the correspondent. Are you upset that it's a three-way tie, Joe, or no?
No, still first place. It's more the point differentials that I'm more upset with, that it's so close all the way to, 16th place or so. It's all within 120 points or, I want a bigger spread.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the problem with dubs is that you're only picking half the people at best.
Yeah. But yeah, I usually, like Randy said, I just kind of picked the teams I thought were good and then picked the lesser rated player for those teams.
Yeah, I wish I had thought of something like that, but hey, I'm not a big thinker when it comes to this kind of stuff. But
yeah, I mean, what do we got? Yeah, Calvin's team was the lowest I scored on, and then there's 230, so can't complain about that.
All right, so now we can actually look at a legitimate overall standings. We don't have any events pending. In fact, our next event, which this will probably come out after picks close in one day, so I actually got to get my picks in. So I'll post something either really late tonight or tomorrow. But picks for the 2026 PDGA Professional Disc Golf World Championships close in one day. And then Open at Idlewild is just a week later. But we don't have any pending picks. This is all official. We got 45 people picking. Two things I noticed right off the bat, because we haven't looked at overall standings in a while. One is there's arrows. What is the arrows, Corey?
I don't know if we haven't talked about this yet, but after seeing Gorsage's DG Leagues page showing like movement on the leaderboard, I started thinking like, why doesn't SkipAce have this? Because we were always trying to figure out like what was who changed. Like, oh yeah, Alex, you were 35th last week. So I posted on the Facebook page for the Fantasy Disc Golf page, which is JVD's SkipAce Facebook page, and just kind of flaunted the idea. And I think he had the update out there within like, I don't know, a few hours or something.
Nice. That's one change. So we'll be able to tell how they moved since the last event. But also for points, it only shows points after dropping two events. It doesn't show points and then points drop after two events. So there's only 1 point listing. So that's something.
Yeah, I think I don't know if anyone actually really cares what the other number is. I mean, maybe if you're trying to like dive a little deeper, but at the same time, it's just SkipAce. Even the number I care about.
Maybe off to the side in parentheses or something, like
a little bit smaller, not bold.
Yeah, this is bold and it's the only one, so that's definitely. But we got 42 pickers here overall. Although my rank is still out of 45, so I don't know what that means. Our first two in 42nd place dropped one spot. Probably only picked once was Josh Lee. 41st place, Amanda Dunbar, only picked once, dropped one spot. Over 1,000 points, but only picked once, dropped one spot. Evil Short Alex Potts. I would like you to point out, Alex, that Evil Short Alex Potts is losing to Dylan B, who also only made one pick.
I'll bring it up to her.
Now I think we're starting to get into the multi-time pickers. Jacob Dunbar in 38th, Leighton Scott, Jason Lasasso down one spot to 35th place. We got Tucker the Koala. JQ up one spot to 34th place. He's closing in on me. Nick Warren Biggs in 33rd, Tim Goyette 32nd, Ryan Nelson in 31st. I don't know if SkipAce works in Lithuania, so he's probably pretty screwed. Down one spot to 30th, we got Justin Hickok. Up one spot to 29th, the real Alex Potts. So we've already heard from two Alex Pottses so far. Kenji in 28th, Pat Jeffries 27th. You only started like halfway through, right, Pat?
No, I thought I was here from the beginning. Maybe I missed a couple, but I've been trying.
No, that's cool because I got you by like 400 points or so. So
I know.
I've picked every week and I'm in 26th place. So
a little side bet.
No side bet. I'm the barometer. All you're going to get from me for sure is picks every week. Whether they're good picks or not, they're just picks. Down 3 spots to 25th, we got Tucker Rules. Alex Potts, 24th, the king of the Alexes. I like it. Down 3 spots to 23rd place, Kathleen Bemis. She's dropping, plummeting.
Let's go.
Highland Mike Warner also down 3 spots in 22nd. Brandon Klein up 4 spots to 21st.
Damn it.
Sparky Spalding down 3 spots to 20th. Blue Jay Disc Golf Store dropped from 18th to 19th. Evan Potts. EMP Evan Parsley up 5 spots to 18th place. Devin Lamke up 4 spots to 17th. Ryan Travis 148,343 and 16th. Jamin Hume down 2 spots to 15th. Stubbs down 3 to 14th. The correspondent moving up 3 spots to 13th place.
That's what I'm talking about.
Connor Eckhart down 2 spots to number 12. Randy up 3 spots to number 11 to 11th place.
Closing in. I'm trying.
Your wife went down 3. You went up 3.
I'll let her know.
Moving into the top 10, 2 spots up, Maximilian Pegasus. Mike Schwartz stays at 9th place. Brian Heller drops 3 spots in the countdown to number 8. 7th place, up 1 spot, Billy Buckner. Rob Wiesel of Mississippi staying steady in 6th place. Joe C., the fake Joe C. Well, there's probably a guy named Joe C. It's just
Yeah, I got to start taking credit for him.
Yeah.
It's not me, but I'll take it.
Drops 2 spots, but still in the top 5, 5th place. Ivan Ivan Marmota up 3 spots to number 4. Brian Bickersmith goes from 4th to 3rd with 16,220 points. I haven't mentioned that in a while. 2nd place at 16,460, 240 points ahead of Brian Bickersmith, Corey Cook.
Damn.
You know what else is funny is how he has it going out to 2 decimal places as if they're not all 0.00. I'm sure that's because you could do scoring that would get you decimal places. It's just funny to see 45 sets, double zeros, or 42.
Yeah, I do remember that we had some debates as far as what point system we could use.
But I'm just glad to see that when I actually stick to making picks, even though I've missed 1 or 2 weeks, I can be competitive.
Absolutely. But you're 132 points behind our leader in first place, Lefty Flick 21. So top 2 haven't changed at least since the last week. And that is SkipAce. Awesome. So if we've got events back to back, the first thought would be we'll do SkipAce a week after the second event. So what's that? 3-4 weeks from now, whichever that works out to be.
The next event is Worlds, where the picks actually close on the 25th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to either post tonight or tomorrow. First thing about that.
But even that says, do they really play on Monday? It says the event goes to August 31st.
It's probably Tuesday like Am Worlds was, but it's saying a day. It's probably like more than 24 hours at this point, but it's under 2 days. You know what I mean?
No, I just mean like it says that the event is going from the 26th through the 31st, and the 31st is a Monday. But then if you go to the actual PGA page, it says they're playing from the 26th through the 30th. It would have been weird if they were playing on a Monday still. Like the final round was on Monday. But
maybe SkipAce is predicting rain on the weekend.
Wouldn't that be some insight?
It's using AI. It's a predictive model. I'm just saying.
Using up them tokens.
All right, and that is SkipAce. Oh, Evan's not going to make it. So before we get to some summer battle royale action, let's hear some last week in disc golf. On Thursday, Disc Beat Club, Dan Perry came in 3rd place, Benji Farrell in 2nd, and Isaiah Mercer is your winner. As far as the overall season, in 5th place, sorry, Devin Lamke, we don't do 6th. Benji Farrell, he has 66 points. Lou Davis in 4th at 72.5. In 3rd place, Jim Burns has 73 points. Dan Perry in 2nd at 76. And your leader at 81.5 points, Pete Wakehamp. CPS Thursday Dubs Week 19, Levi V and Denny Daly came in 3rd place, shot a -7. Jared Borelli and Jason Skinner in 2nd at -8. And Earl Steenberg and Danny White are your winners. They shot a -11. OKDGC Dubs, Tyler Bink and Joel Potts came in 2nd place, and your winner, Mindy Potts. On Friday, TGI FDR Dubs, there was a tie for 3rd place. Lucas Evans and Eric Bossenbrook tied with Sean Ryan and Jason Quapp at -11. Elijah Morgan and Cody Flynn came in 2nd at -12. And Charlie Hurd and Nick B are your winners. They shot -13. SPW Dubs League, there was a tie for 2nd place at -8. Dan Perry and Denny Daly tied with Cody Canine and Steve Schultz. Jason Malloy and Brandon Klein are your winners. They shot a -10. Josh Weinstock and Mark Stryker hit the birdie bank. Cody Canine got the CTP on hole 9, and there were no aces. Cranmore Dubs League, let's hear from Robo Dave Martin.
17 players came out for a triple Cali shootout. Cali Cody shot -10, just one stroke behind the course record, to take first place and didn't even have to split the winnings. He also parked hole 17 to take the CTP and chose a neutron trail as his prize. Next, there was a tie at -4 requiring a CTP throw-off, which Ryan won for himself and myself to take second place, leaving Jason Jonathan in last cash third place. Despite Mark's best blessings, there was not a repeat of his Cronmore Triple Crown, nor did anyone else ace, meaning a dollar amount equal to the distance of hole 1 at New London Tech will be available next week 8/28 Reds at CTK.
Fun day Friday dubs at Riverside Course in Port Jervis. Peter Mallon and Robert Storms came in third place. They shot a -9. Anthony Visconti and Shayna came in second at -10. And George Henry and Augie are your winners. They shot a -11. On Saturday, Thatcher Saturday dubs. David Day and Nicholas Alcatraz at Cats came in third place. They shot a -7. Dan P. and Jordan Caslin in second at -10. And Brandon Klein and Josh Faust are your winners. They shot -12. They also got the birdie bank. And Brandon got a CTP on hole 18. No aces were hit. Long Island Sunday doubles. There was a tie for second place. John Nichols and Matthew shot a -7. So did Sean Lloyd and Derek Yarrow. And your winners, Jonathan Barnes and Josh Winkler, shot a -13. So Summer Battle Royale. I missed this one last week, but I did see Jeff Wachowski posted that after church and breakfast, I hit the links with Jamie Borge for our 2026 Summer Battle Royale match, and we went all 18 to decide it. My Innova Star turn and JK Pro AVRX led me to the 1-up victory. So it looks like Jeff Wachowski moved up. Anybody else have a match in the last week or so?
Oh, yeah.
Alex is raising his hand.
Yeah, I also.
You and Corey both had a match? Oh, wow. Anybody else? Chirp, chirp. Okay. Alex, who did you play?
I played against Corey.
Corey, who'd you play?
I played against Alex, actually.
I don't know what I was doing there. So how'd that go? Where'd you guys play? Who wants to set it up?
Yeah, so we decided that we would play CTK. Last year, maybe for round 3, we had a match against each other, and we played Jay South, I think. So I figured this time, like, Alex, you just, pick wherever you want to play. And, there's also kind of prep for the Battenkill Open coming up. So CTK seemed like a pretty good idea. We went out there Saturday morning.
Is CTK one of the approved courses?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it would be on there. I don't remember checking, but do I still have a screenshot? The other thing is, I don't even know what level we're on right now.
I want to say CTK was set up as like a championship level one that you're only supposed to do if you're like the last match.
Yeah, we did.
So you can do your second match right away on the Reds or whatever. But I don't know that for a fact.
I just wanted to point out, because last week Corey was very deliberate about pointing out that Ryan was playing illegal courses. So carry on. I'm sorry.
I think this was not on the recommended list of courses, but it still might be considered for the suggested list or however that. Anyways, me and Alex showed up at CTK at 10 o'clock. Well, he got there before me. I got a little behind, kind of foregoed my warm up, but it's all right. I feel like sometimes I play better without warming up.
Did you motorcycle it or no?
No, because I wanted to get breakfast on the way up there and a coffee, which is two things that's really hard to do on a motorcycle. Unless you're like driving a hog or something with cup holders and a boisterous sound system that you let everybody listen to when you're stopped at a red light. We all know those guys, I ain't one of them guys.
I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. Another reason for the Friday release. So I had to go do blood work for my test, and I'm walking into the place, and this guy's got his motorcycle, and all I can hear is local weather for like the outlying region. He's got it blaring like Montgomery was 80 degrees an hour ago. And I was like, what the hell is this guy doing?
If he was in a car blaring it with the windows down, it would make a little bit less sense. But him being on a motorcycle, that's not the least pertinent information to listen to as you're riding.
Absolutely.
But it is funny.
Yeah, it took me aback for a moment, but then I was like, actually, while I was walking in, I'm like, that kind of makes sense. You're about to go traveling somewhere. You want to know what the weather's like, especially this time of year with these 5-minute heavy as fuck showers on a motorcycle. You hit the wrong puddle and forget about it.
Or you stopped underneath the bridge for a half an hour waiting for it to go by.
Right.
And then you realize that the storm's not going by, so you just got to man up and get back on your horse. Yeah, I don't know. Alex, why don't you take it over from here?
Yeah, sure.
It's kind of more of a U-round foreshadowing for most of it.
Yeah, started off a little bit rough. We both found some not so great positions on hole 1.
I assume you guys are playing like the long layout, right?
Yeah, the classic tournament layout. Although all the baskets were in the short positions, but it's similar shots. So yeah, push hole 1. Hole 2, I smacked a tree and Corey took that one. Hole 3, nothing crazy.
Except I missed a 12-footer.
You did miss that 12.
That was kind of a reality check. I forgot
about that one. Yeah, so that put us to even. I took a couple more. I had a nice putt on 5 for a birdie. Ended up being, I was ahead by 1, like after hole 9, going into the back 9. I took a couple more off the next few, and I was feeling pretty comfortable. I was up 3 strokes on him, or 3 points, whatever you want to call it, at one point. But then Corey came roaring back, took 14 and 15.
Took advantage of a classic Alex, not a classic Alex, but Alex had done to him a classic roll OB on 14.
Oh yeah. I threw it inside. You can't expect to have everything work out nicely when you throw it like that. But it was the classic. You see it and then you lose it, but you know it's gonna roll, and then you see it roll right across the fairway, right into the OB, which was a little demoralizing. But can't expect anything else to happen there.
So now I'm 2 back, and then hole 15, we both kind of shank a shot, but I get lucky a little bit closer and hit that putt. So now I'm back 1 after 15 holes.
Mm-hmm. 16 was just a pair of pars. We both kind of ended up off the fairway, but we had some nice recovery shots. 17, we saw there was a new tree down. That was interesting. But for the most part, we just kind of both got down there and both took a pretty simple par on that one.
Well, I had an obstructed layup, but this was Alex's theme all day. He was just draining everything between 30 and 45 feet. Every time I'm like, maybe I'll lay this up and see if he makes it. No, he just was always making it. I think the only time Alex didn't make a putt was when I already won the hole and it didn't matter.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, no, I was putting pretty dang well, so I'm happy with that. I forgot I'd given myself a little bit of a death putt there.
Yeah.
But yeah, made that putt.
So I thought when we get to hole 17 and we get to the green, I'm like, all right, this is the 1 stroke I needed to go to a tie. And, maybe I get 18 or maybe just go to a push or a playoff. But Alex hits that 30-footer. So now it comes to 18. I'm still 1 back going into the last hole.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm going first. I kind of throw like a pitch out forehand. I think to get into the right spot on that hole, you don't have to throw it very far, but you kind of want to you can definitely throw it too far is what I'm usually trying to avoid. And I get it to the middle of the fairway, but I'm leaning it right up against a tree. Alex throws, I don't know if you went backhand. I think you threw a backhand, turned a little bit and got into a similar area.
Just a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah, and I need to win this hole to force a playoff. It wasn't worth me trying to throw a backhand up against this tree and smacking my hand. So I'm like, well, the smartest decision is probably just try to throw a forehand. Kind of hard. Maybe it turns a little bit through this gap. And I picked the right disc and I threw it the right way. I flicked the leopard 3. And after it's in the air and it makes the corner, Alex is standing behind me. I just turn around and just start looking at him. And then all of a sudden you hear chains, heavy chains. And we assumed that my disc was sitting in the basket for it too.
Yeah, no, I'm playing my shot as if it had gone in, because the way the chain sounded, it was so convincing that it was going to be in. Basically, the only thing I can do is try to throw in here, because there's really no point to doing anything else. And of course, I don't do it. I throw it a little bit low, hit the dirt, nothing special there. But yeah, as we walk up there, it's a weird angle with the sun and everything. We can't tell where the disc is for the longest time. We can't see it on the ground. We can't see it in the basket until we get to 60 feet. And of course, it's sitting right in there. So killer shot from Corey for sure. And basically needed it because if I wasn't playing as if it was in the basket, there's probably a pretty good chance I take a birdie there and we push.
Which means I lose.
His wasn't in the basket, which would be good for me. Yeah, because I was up 1 going in. But yeah, it turns out right in the basket. Corey takes an eagle on one of the harder holes on the course. So we're right back to hole 1 to keep going. We got to figure out who's going to win this thing.
So we both kind of screwed up hole 1 in regulation. We both kind of tried to adjust from that. I put myself in that stupid little bush area just short of the basket, but I'm like, if you know the hole, there's this little hole at the edge of the brush area, the rough, and it's probably inside circle. Alex throws his pretty well, but it ends up, it probably takes a little trickle down the hill and puts me at the base of the hill. Another 30-footer, but like I said, Alex has been making those all day. I think he goes first, drains it. So I'm like, great, I have to make this obstructed putt from inside the Wookiee lair. And I toss mine out. It like hits a branch on the way out and hits dead center. So we both take a birdie on hole 1, go off to hole 2, play our 20th hole. I throw my shot straight out there. And unfortunately, Alex maybe held on to it for a millisecond, a little too long.
Just a little too long.
And tries to punt. It does not make it over the road through the trees.
Yeah, it never crossed. I had to go to the short tee. Tried to do something crazy to try and get all the way to the basket on my second shot, which, if you're familiar, the red tee on hole 2 is there's no way to get to the basket in 1 from there. So, Corey was able to take that one and win the playoff.
So I think after hole 4, Alex had a lead the entire way. And after hole 13, he's up 3 on me. So we only have, 5 holes left. And I can try to make up 3 strokes. So I would say that my prayers to RN Jesus had finally been answered. And I know we said that the Eagle was a turning point, but what was it the OB roll we thought was probably the bigger turning point?
Yeah, probably. Because you took the 14, took 15 back to back there. And, obviously the Eagles are a continuation of that. But I think the actual turning point, if you want to look at it like that, is probably 14.
Yeah. But it was a fun day. I personally don't think I've ever played hole 9 in the short position before. Me and Alex both parked it. That was fun. But yeah, no, it was definitely all over the place. We both threw some really good shots. We both, gave the other guy a point in some scenarios. And it was a good day. It was a fun day.
Oh, yeah. Lots of fun.
Was that an elimination match?
It was. Yeah.
For me, yeah. If I lost. Oh, no. For both of us?
For both of us. Yeah.
Who had you lost to?
I lost to Justin Muccelli a little bit earlier.
Gotcha.
He was off a bye, right? Because he was highly ranked?
Yes. Looks like it.
So do you know who you have to go against next, Corey? Or is it that convoluted pro division where you're still waiting on Jason and Nick Warren?
Nick, I think.
Yeah, we need Jason to play his match so that whoever wins Jason's match will play against Nick Cardone. Whoever loses that match will play against Travis. And whoever wins that match will play against Corey.
Ooh. Okay. So I potentially play against Travis, Nick Cardone, or a mystery player?
You would either play against Jason, Nick, other Nick, or Travis.
Okay, right. All right.
Anybody else have anything scheduled coming up? No? All right. We'll continue when necessary. Joe, you played the Maple Hill Masters Championship this weekend? How'd that go?
Can't say I played it, but yeah, I was there. No, I played very well, in my opinion, on the first round. I don't play there very often. I think it's been over a year since I've played there before. But I did get a practice round in on Thursday, so I was able to play the diamond layout, which I've never actually played before. Usually did the red, white, and blue. Usually play that one. It's less water carries and a little more forgiving. But this was a 3-round tournament at Maple Hill. It's Masters based, but they, after a certain time, opened it up for amateurs. They didn't do pros this year. I think they did it last year and previous years, and I think some of the pros were a little disappointed that they didn't open it up for pros this year. But nonetheless, it was a 3-round tournament, single round each day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Thursday was a beautiful day. It was nice out, optimal conditions to play disc golf in. And then the tournament started, and it rained a little bit on Friday. It wasn't too bad Friday. Played a good round. I was honestly pretty happy with my performance in that round. My drive, the first throw of the whole tournament, is over the pond. My plan was play it safe. Don't do anything stupid. Just get it to land on the left side of the pond in the green grass area. So I get up there and I chuck it. And this is a disc that I literally just wrote my name on and was like, this is in case I lose it in the water. I don't care about it. And I threw it and it turned over a little bit and turned over a little more. And it reached about halfway down the pond and I was like, it's not going to come back enough to be safe. Son of a bitch. And it just kept going. And then it actually landed beyond the pond. It landed like 3 feet behind the pond and skipped another 15 feet. And I was about 15 feet from the blue basket, which is not the one we were going for, but I was not planning on trying to clear the pond, and I accidentally did that. So it felt kind of cool. I really just want 2 holes back, one of them being 8, which you have to cross the water, land on the island, which I did, landed 20 feet away from the pin. and proceeded to completely miss the basket on my putt, which ended up putting it in the water. So I birdogied it. And then hole 18, I got a 4 on it on Thursday. Did good getting myself up towards the island, and then I proceeded to throw it out of bounds 3 times before getting it to finally stick on the island. So I ended up with an 8. So between just those 2 holes, that was 6 strokes I could have avoided just by playing a little better, smarter. Ended up camping out there, which is out behind basket 17 or hole 17. It's kind of back in there. There was a few of us. It's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, I saw that when we went there for the MVP Open. I almost kind of regretted not being out there because it looked kind of sick. Like you're right near the water. Yeah, hole 17's long tee pad is there.
Yeah, the gold is right up there in the camping area. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're also dumping a bunch of sticks, branches, logs, and all this stuff. I don't know where they're getting it from, but they were bringing it in there all weekend, and it was pretty nice to have that almost an infinite amount of wood to burn. So that was cool.
No couches or anything, though?
No couches.
You didn't ask Steve if he had any like old furniture you need to get rid of too?
It was pretty low key there. Everybody kind of just did their own thing. I had a raging fire going every night, and only one other person in there had a fire going, and it was not impressive. So we'll word it that way. After round 1, I was in 9th place, shot a +9. So again, if I didn't give away 6 strokes on the first round, I'd be at +3 in 2nd place. So round 2, plan was clean it up. Played the blue layout, which I've never played blue layout before. I've played a couple of the holes intermittently, but never the whole actual layout. It ate me up. I couldn't get off the tee box. My short game was amazing. I actually kept myself in it a little bit just by being able to scramble and putt my way out of it. So I was just taking pars where I probably shouldn't have gotten a par off drive. Did manage to get a couple birdies on 11 and 15. And hole 18, I was able to correct, and I shot a 4 instead of an 8. So I felt good fixing that hole. I thought about that one all night. I just didn't play good. I could not get off the tee box, could not really get things going. Again, the short game was great. The tee box was bad. So that dropped me 2 spots to, I think, 11th. Going into round 3, it was really foggy. So foggy, like halfway across the pond, you just couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the blue basket. You couldn't see the shoreline. So we all threw fairly safe. I let mine go. I watched it for a little bit, and then it was gone. But I knew with how I threw it that it would be safe. The fog went away only because it started pouring out. And so from about hole 4 all the way to the beginning of hole 18, we just got dumped on just buckets the whole round. It really wasn't that enjoyable. One of the guys on my card, Neil, was shaking and cold because he didn't have any long sleeves and he was drenched. Made for a tough round. Yeah, I double bogeyed a bunch. It just wasn't great. It was not what I wanted out of this tournament, and I want to go back again next year. I learned a lot in this tournament playing in the wet, although I've learned quite a bit in the wet from last year, and also the layout and how to approach things. I took a lot out of this tournament, so I feel good about it. But as far as rating-wise, didn't do great. I dropped 2 spots in the 3rd round and finished tied 11th. Final event rating, 887, which is below my rating. But I honestly didn't feel too bad about it. My mind was in good spirits, and I felt like I was throwing well. I was missing by a couple inches or a foot and just smacking a tree and sending me off into not good places. So I think if I play next year, I'll have a better understanding of how to approach the game of Maple Hill. And hopefully it's not going to be raining on the final round.
You went diamonds, blues, and then diamonds. Both layouts are par 60, though.
Yes.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. Some of the holes aren't that much different between blue and diamond, and some of them are drastically different. Some blue holes are farther than the diamonds, and some diamonds are farther than the blues. So it's not your typical like white, red, blue distance differences. So
I think that's a successful tournament when you're already thinking about coming back. So I think,
Yeah, honestly, the camping was a lot of fun. I was camping by myself, but I enjoyed the downtime. Checked out a place called Hot Dog Annie's, which has been open for like 60 years. They had hot dogs and burgers.
We talked about that, no, Corey?
What was it? Hot Dog Annie's?
Yeah.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like 5
just down
minutes
the road
away
from Maple Hill. It's a classic place.
I'm not going to go through every episode that we've ever done to find it, but
Yep. And then there was an ice cream place down the way. So I went to that. And then actually on the second floor at Maple Hill, there's a barbecue place. So I ate at a couple different places, didn't venture too far out.
Did you get the sundae, the barbecue sundae? They had like mac and cheese and meat and I don't know what, a bunch of other stuff and like a milkshake
oh
cup.
my goodness. How are you going to camp and eat something like that? That's insane.
Were there bathrooms on site?
Yeah, after our round on Friday, I got barbecue and watched the final cards of my division come in from the deck up top while eating mac and cheese with pulled pork. It was fantastic. And yeah, those bathrooms down there were my bathrooms. I come down in the morning once they opened up and do what I needed to do. It was a fun experience. I just wish it didn't rain the final round. It kind of really put a damper on the whole tournament.
And of course, the winner was Trent Sprinkle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody here got time for a quiz? Anybody got to get going?
I'm here.
Let's do it.
Yep.
All right. We'll figure out teams in a second, but I do want to point out, I've always said this, but I don't know if I've ever said it out loud, but my hope with this podcast is to have as many people involved with it as want to be involved. So whenever anybody wants to contribute, I'm all for it. Devin Lamke gave me some course statistics, and we made a quiz. Ryan Nelson did a recap of Wedge Monthly one time. Justin Michelli came on and did a quiz when he was here. And Brian Heller gave Randy his favorite round of disc or no disc in history, the Kurt Russell category for movies.
It was wonderful.
And I'm sure there's been other people, but I love that kind of stuff. Like, if you want to record a round recap, that's why I do the voices. People hear my voice enough on here. I don't need to go crazy on it. But I heard from one of our listeners. Does anybody want to take a guess who sent me a category of disc or no disc? We'll give everybody one guess.
Dr. Rocks.
Does anybody have a different answer?
It's Dr. Rocks.
Justin Park, Dr. Rocks.
Oh, that's right. No, now I have no idea.
I mean, that's a great answer. It's probably what I would have come up with if I had, another 30 seconds to think.
Corey doesn't give people 30 seconds to think. But yes, I got a message, Dr. Rocks. He said, I was cracking up at the discussion surrounding my nickname, Dr. Rocks. So I figured I'd put together some questions relevant to local course geology.
Ooh.
I normally do 6 questions. He said 8. We got 3 rounds of disc or no disc. No matter what, one of them is going to be this category. So even if nobody picks it, it's getting picked. But we got 5. What are we doing for teams?
Since Team Challenge is coming up quick, Stony Killers versus the non-Stony Killers. The Stony Killers versus... Wait, Patrick, are you playing Team Challenge? You're
Lemonheads,
right?
New England, yeah.
Hey, Joe, you're Lemonhead too, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing New York this year.
The J Parkians versus the Stony Killers, a classic match with different contenders. Well, some different contenders.
As long as it gets Corey the 3s.
Sounds
I'm
good.
kind of a fucking idiot if you guys didn't know this. They're going to throw rocks at me, figuratively.
Yeah, well,
Sounds good to me, but does anybody have another option or no?
I'm happy with it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
I got to get my win somewhere, Pat. And if, sometimes you just got to speak the loudest in the room.
Randy's noticeably quiet, so
I feel great.
All right.
Very convincing, Randy.
Corey, you also picked Ryan last week, so that was, that was a tough one from the start. So
Yeah, that's bold strategy.
and picked probably the harder round as well. So all right. All right. So Alex and Randy, you guys go first. Would you guys like category 1, category 2, or category 3?
You got a preference?
I don't know if free will exists during this. How about 1?
I was leaning towards 1 as well.
All right, question 1, category 1. For its defensive firepower, World War II's B-17 was alliteratively nicknamed the Flying what? For its defensive firepower, World War II's B-17 was alliteratively nicknamed the Flying what?
I don't know it for a fact, but it sounds like a Flying Fortress.
Yeah, I think it's question 1. Yeah, Flying Fortress.
Sounds good to me.
Is the Fortress a disc?
I would have been pretty confident it's a West Side disc.
Yeah, it's like got a castle on the front.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with it.
You guys agree?
Yes.
Yep.
West Side Golf Discs, March 23rd, 2017. Corey, Pat, and Joe, category 1, category 2, or category 3?
Pat and Joe, first one to throw out a number.
7.
2 it is.
Oh, you said my name.
Sorry. I meant real Pat, not actual Pat.
Thank you.
I think Joe said 2.
Just said 2. Yep.
All right. Question 1, category 2. Nice shot. Now, I might have changed the order of these. these are mostly unedited. So this first word, I got to pronounce correctly.
Nice. It's nice.
Gneiss?
Nice shot. Might be heard at Beacon Glades, near billion-year-old metamorphic rocks of the Hudson Highlands that have endured through many of what three-letter geographic time division. Nice shot, spelled Gneiss, might be heard at Beacon Glades near billion-old metamorphic rocks of the Hudson Highlands that have endured through many of what three-letter geologic time division.
Era?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, wait. Era or age?
Or eon.
Oh, God, there's too many three-letter words.
No, I think age might be actually smart. The geologic era, or you refer
Eon
to it
is, I feel like there's
age.
too much. Eon?
No, yeah. I don't think it's actually eon. I think it's era or age.
Is Joe there?
I am. I'm
Okay.
listening to them. Trying not to butt in. They're
No,
You say the Stone
making
Age,
it out nicely.
Industrial Age, but then eras,
But that's not geological.
the geologic. I feel like geologic era sounds the
Era.
most. Oh no, that's Ella.
I will interject that he doesn't have access to my, so there might be repeats in this stuff.
Sure.
That's the one thing I meant to mention that before we even started.
Okay, maybe one more read. One more read will lock it in.
All right, question 1. Nice shot might be heard at Beacon Glades near billion-year-old metamorphic rocks of the Hudson Highlands that have endured through many of what three-letter geologic time divisions.
Era does sound about right.
Yeah, I think era. Let's go era or
Let's go
ERA,
era.
which might
Lock
be
it in.
another phrase that Pat's familiar with.
Equal Rights Amendment?
The other one.
Oh, baseball. Okay, yeah. I go history first, then baseball. You guys agree?
Yeah.
That's big of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Randy, can I get an era?
Era?
All right. I was hoping for like a Boston era, but that's cool.
Oh.
Era.
Era.
Growing up on Stern, that's how he did Ted Kennedy. So, is the era or ERA a disc?
I kind of like it.
Yeah, I kind of think I've seen one before come through the Lost and Found.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable. I'm leaning 70%. Yes.
Patrick, you agree?
I wouldn't buy it.
Well, that's because you only buy like the new hype disc.
That's right.
End of an era.
And a new hype disc wouldn't be era. But is it like an old Franklin disc? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not a cool name. My gut was leaning no, but if you're both yes, then we should go. We're a democracy.
All right, I guess we're going yes.
Yes, Pat.
Finish Line Discs, January 17th, 2022. This is one that we did not that long ago. That's kind of why I did the
Finish line.
I did remember that. That's
Yeah.
Drew Gibson's disc line.
That was actually later in the round. I moved it up because we had done it before.
It's a good thing we got the question then.
As far as the categories, category 1 was on its own. Whoever picked 2 or 3 was getting this category. So that was my thought.
So we really
process.
didn't have a choice.
Well, you did. You could have gone with 1.
Well, that's true.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
We have tried that before.
Yeah. Alex and Randy, category 1 or category 2? I don't remember if they picked 2 or 3, so we're calling it 2.
I do not have a strong preference either way.
Now, remember, category 2 will have 2 extra questions.
True.
I feel like we should stay with 1.
I feel good about that.
Okay.
All right. Question 2, category 1, created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird as a parody of Daredevil's martial arts mentor Stick. What is the name of the anthropomorphic rat who serves as both the adopted father and martial arts sensei to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? Created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird as a parody of Daredevil's martial arts mentor Stick. What is the name of the anthropomorphic rat who serves as both the adopted father and martial arts sensei to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
It's Splinter.
Splinter.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Is the Splinter a disc? I like it because of the fact that, one dude's name's Stick and then he's Splinter because it's just a
I did not know
sliver
that
of the stick.
about Splinter.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. Theoretically, the same event that blinded Daredevil is what mutated the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
The accident that knocked the barrels of toxic sludge or whatever into his eyes went into the sewer and created the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, yeah?
Yep.
That's literally, Alex, thank you. That's why I asked this question. Because I like that. I love weird shit like that. But I'm sorry, is the Splinter a disc?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't love it. You want to just go no?
I'm good going no. Yeah, let's go no on this one.
We're going no, Pat.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian Discs, Oi.
Obsidian
September 17th,
Discs.
2014. Obsidian Discs OY. Oi!
Sounds like it should
Oh,
be in the other category.
Well, Corey, Pat, and Joe, you're down 1 point. Category 1 or Category 2?
Yeah, I'm not sure on this one.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Get
guess
3 in Group 1 or Group 2.
let's just stick with 2, I guess. I was hoping that they were going to zig, so then we could have zagged, but if they didn't want to zig, then we won't zag. Let's take.
All right,
Yeah.
game.
Going with 2?
Yeah.
All right,
Or
question
3.
2, Category 2 or 3. Exploring Shenantaha Creek Park, you may encounter a moraine, a mass of rocks and sediment carried and deposited by what during the last ice age? Exploring Shenantaha Creek Park, you may encounter a moraine, a mass of rocks and sediment carried and deposited by what during the last ice age?
So would it be a glacier?
Glaciers.
Joe, you're a Shen guy.
It's glaciers, I'm pretty sure.
Ice age, moving rocks. Yeah, glaciers.
Agreed.
Is the glacier a disc?
It's one of those new fancy ones there, Corey.
The Discmania?
I feel like I've definitely seen that on a disc.
I think it's a new Ganon one, right?
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it this weekend at Marshall Street.
That does give off Burr vibes. Yeah,
There you go.
I'd say so. Yeah, let's go yes.
Mhm.
As a disc. Oh.
2025.
The dog says yes. Show me yes, Pat.
Archie did not like that. Are you sure you want to go with that as a disc?
That dog don't know nothing about discs.
All right. Pat, what year was that?
25.
Who makes it?
Discmania.
What month?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never touched one. It's one of those stupid DGN commercials that's on all the time. What month? I'm gonna say April. There, Pat.
January 23rd, 2025.
Damn.
All right. You guys are up by a point. Alex and Randy, you thinking about zigging? Category 1 or Category 2?
I mean, that one was like kind of easy.
Yeah, I was probably the original question one. I'm good going either way.
It was tough, Alex, because I'm pretty sure we did Glacier too. So
I'm torn, all right? Because I don't know how easy Justin made it.
I mean, theoretically, they're going to have more difficult ones, all the way up to question 8.
All right, let's zag for a minute.
You want to zag?
Just for a little bit.
Sure.
All right. So you want to go Category 2, question 3?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is a zig. We're just zigging.
Yeah,
We'll zag
zag
later.
would be to go back. Yeah, no. So
Yeah.
that's fair.
So we got to zig first.
All right. Question 3, Category 2. The deep, mineral-rich groundwater beneath Saratoga Spa State Park contains abundant carbon dioxide, once commercially extracted to produce what popular beverage? The deep, mineral-rich groundwater beneath Saratoga Spa State Park contains abundant carbon dioxide, once commercially extracted to produce what popular beverage?
Are we looking for a specific beverage, or is it just like soda?
Yeah, I was going to say soda. That would be the...
I mean, that's got to be
simplest.
the most popular carbonated beverage.
There's a bunch of different ways to say soda, but... I think it's
Yeah,
soda.
would it be pop?
No, we're not going pop.
How would you say it in Massachusetts, Randy?
Soda.
Soda sounds good.
We're going soda.
How would you say it at a Stony Kill, Alex?
I think it's just still soda.
All right. Is the soda a disc?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Clash makes a soda.
In what year did they make the soda?
A year that is not this year. I don't know. It's been around for a bit. Call it 22.
Clash Discs, April 25th, 2022.
I am the best.
I think I said no last time. This came up during the K-pop Demon Hunters category, and my children berated me for getting it wrong in the car.
Did you hear about the lawsuit about them with Netflix?
Yeah. I don't think that band Demon Hunter is local, but this came up because people bought like all the tickets for an Albany show for Demon Hunter, thinking it was the K-pop Demon Hunters. And there's this whole issue trying to get the tickets sold back and stuff. So they ended up suing Netflix for causing the confusion.
This had nothing to do with Netflix to begin with. Is that correct?
I mean, the movie was like made for Netflix. I don't know how all that contracting works.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the band, like Christian rock band, metal band, Demon Hunter is suing Netflix.
Did they exist before the movie?
Yeah, they have existed before, but I mean, it's not the same thing. And I bet Netflix has better lawyers than them. So we'll see how it turns out.
I read it and I did not understand it, but in the last minute or so, I think you explained it very well. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are up on 1 point, Corey, Pat, and Joe. Question 3 and 1 or question 4 and 2/3?
You want to zag to 1 or stay?
Or zig there.
Yeah, I think Pat's right. I think that would still be a zig.
Yeah, they zig. We're zagging.
Corey, what's your brand of rolling paper?
I guess raw, but I can't remember last time. Maybe let's do 1 more and 2. Let's do 1 more and 2 or 3.
You guys agree?
Sure.
All right. Question 4, category 2 or 3. At John Boyd Thatcher State Park, you can find the Onondaga Limestone, a roughly 390 million year old formation containing fossils from what type of marine ecosystem? At John Boyd Thatcher State Park, you can find the Onondaga Limestone, a roughly 390 million year old formation containing fossils from what type of marine ecosystem?
Jeez.
Is oceanic like too vague? How well do you guys know your marine ecosystem terminology?
No, not very well.
I mean, that sounds about right, but oh man.
Well, no, that wouldn't really be at this though.
I mean, 300 million years ago. What the frick?
I will say this is the only question where if you ask me to repeat it, I will repeat it with his alternate question.
Let's get a reread of that question, Pat.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
please.
It's just, it's worded differently. The 390 million year old Onondaga limestone at John Boyd Thatcher State Park contains fossils and other organisms that formed what type of ancient marine ecosystem?
That didn't help. Helped form what ancient marine ecosystem? Yeah, I got no idea. Oceanic.
Yeah, we should have zagged.
Yeah, we should have. Frick.
Oh, that was zig. What kind of ancient museum?
I don't know. I wish I knew more about this stuff. It is interesting.
Yeah, whatever the opposite word of like Pangea is. That's all I got.
So you would think it would be ocean instead of land? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he did say marine, so
In an ecosystem.
I would say marine.
that was the question.
Is this some like era? Is he looking for some era that's like some obscure word? Like,
Yeah, he's already laughing at us listening to this, by the way.
Yeah, he hasn't stopped laughing.
We're looking for a type of marine ecosystem. It's an ancient type of marine ecosystem, but it's just a type of marine ecosystem.
like seaweed.
I got nothing.
I don't know.
An anemone.
Yeah, that's the one.
What's those round shell?
Mollusks,
No.
Clams.
Oh man, you guys are killing me. They're not round, either of them.
oysters.
They look like a snail. You know what I'm saying? It's like a
Gooey duck.
pinwheel.
Corey, I didn't know you knew all these words.
The gooey duck. I forgot what show I saw those first time. Like, those things are weird. Maybe Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe. Yeah, I don't know where you're going with that, Joe, but I think we need a lot of round-shelled things. They're just not spherical. So I think we just say oceanic and move on. Take our L. Take our bogey.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ocean.
Alex and Randy, the 390 million year old Onondaga limestone at John Boyd Thatcher State Park contains fossils and other organisms that formed what type of ancient marine ecosystem?
I think it's a reef.
Reef sounds good. The only thing that was coming to mind in my head was like seafloor or something similar, but I like reef.
I don't want to put seafloor on a disc.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
I'm happy with reef.
Reef.
Is the reef a disc?
Nice.
Made so much sense as soon as you said that.
Ocean.
I actually had to do a last second edit because his initial alternate question says the 390 million year old Onondaga limestone at John Boyd Thatcher State Park contains fossil corals and other organisms that formed what type of ancient marine ecosystem. And I thought that would be too much of a giveaway.
I thought that's what you were going to do in the reread, and I was flipping out because I knew it before the reread.
Nice.
So thank you, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it is a disc.
I can see the reef being a disc. It feels like there's like an oceanic disc. DGA could have it.
Could even be a disc golf association.
Yeah, I'm happy saying yes.
We're going yes, Pat.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know this disc golf association, but I have, according to him, it says DGA, December 10th, 2007. See what I did there, Alex, last week?
I do see what you did there.
I can't win.
All right, but that was a steal. You guys are up 3 points. I got 7-4, unless Alex tells me otherwise. Would you like 3 in 1 or 5 in 2/3?
Do we think it's time to zag?
There's 4 questions in each category left.
I think we just go back to 1 and maybe take our steals if we can from 2.
That seems reasonable to me.
So we're zagging.
Ooh, the first team to zag. All right, question 3, category 1. What term for a maiden of noble birth also names an insect similar to a dragonfly and a small, vibrant coral reef fish? What term for a maiden of noble birth also names an insect similar to a dragonfly and a small, vibrant coral reef fish?
A damsel.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is the damsel a disc?
I don't think West Side has a damsel.
The first thing I was thinking of was princess, which I thought they had a princess, but that's
I don't
completely
even know if they have a
irrelevant.
princess. I want to go no, but that's all I got. Just because I don't think it's West Side.
Yeah, I think damsel kind of has a negative connotation nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm
They're
happy
very
going
distressed. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, let's go no.
You guys agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct.
Nice.
Woo.
Good call.
9-4, Corey, Pat, and Joe. 4-1 or 5-2.
Up to you guys on this one.
I like 4 and 1.
Yep, agree. Concur.
All right, question 4, category 1. What term can refer to the maritime operation of raising sunken ships or cargo, as well as a branded title given to a severely damaged vehicle written off by insurance? What term can refer to the maritime operation of raising a sunken shipwreck or cargo, as well as a branded title given to a severely damaged vehicle written off by insurance?
Salvage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure is.
You guys agree?
Oh, yeah. Bigly.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Is the salvage a disc?
Doesn't sound like a great disc to me. Not a fan of it.
Salvage a par.
Yeah, it almost kind of like I wouldn't name a disc like recycled either. Like good terms,
Ooh.
but like
Trash Panda salvage.
you're trying to like salvage your par, blah blah. But like to have your disc be called salvage,
Sounds very negative. Like a
Yeah. It's the closest sewage. I'd say no.
yeah. Like
sewage.
everyone agrees that like it's good to have sewage. We need sewage, but I'm not going to be trying to get my
Absolutely.
hands on sewage.
Not just jumping right into it, you know.
No. Okay, so we're saying no.
Yeah.
Let's go no.
You guys agree?
Correct.
Yep.
I would say, what's Trash Panda doing focusing on the inner and outer core? That would be a perfect name for a Trash Panda disc. But yeah, you are correct. It is not.
Whew. Good job, boys. Good bounce back. We salvaged it.
Salvage.
We got some work to do still.
All right.
We're
Alex and
running
Randy,
out.
3 points. 5-1 or 5-2.
Pretty nice score. You got a preference?
No, probably just take 5-1.
Yeah, seems reasonable.
All right. Question 5, category 1. Descended from the Southeast Asian red jungle fowl. Which domesticated bird is scientifically considered the closest living bird relative to the Tyrannosaurus rex based on collagen protein analysis? Descended from the Southeast Asian red jungle fowl, which domesticated bird is scientifically considered the closest living bird relative to the Tyrannosaurus rex based on collagen protein analysis?
Have you ever heard of a chicken?
That's what I would have guessed, but I don't know anything for sure.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Sounds good to me.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Is the chicken a disc?
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Is the chicken a disc?
What came
It's
first,
not
the chicken or
good.
the disc?
Yeah.
I think the chicken came before the disc.
I don't know. The chicken is a domesticated animal in the past, 2,000 years, 3,000 maybe. Were discs around earlier?
I mean, I guess it depends on how you define disc. For counting discuses, maybe.
The wheel?
Yeah. Chicken disc. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't want to be chickening out.
It seems
when I'm throwing a
memey.
disc.
It's like if it is a disc, I don't like it. So
Like I easily could see it being a disc, but I feel like I would be happier saying no.
I agree.
So let's
We
go.
go
with that.
no.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct.
Nice.
All right, so we got 11-6, back to 5 points. Corey, Pat, and Joe, question 6-1 or question 5-3.
What do you think, Pat? Have you picked one at all recently?
Yeah, you pick Pat Trick after you go off mute.
Pat, you're on mute. There we go.
I got you. Let's zag on this one. We'll do 5-2, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Say
Yeah,
Jack.
we will.
Oh, I've never heard Pat say Jack before. I bet I've heard some that you never heard. I'm sure you got Pat McCratch, Pat McGroin,
Wait, what was the first one?
Pat McCratch.
Pat McCratch, Patio Furniture.
That sounds like one of those videos where someone like goes to
Patio
like the
furniture.
Walmart customer service, like, can you phone my friend over the PA system? His name's Pat McCratch.
Did you ever get It's Pat from Saturday Night Live?
You had an aunt that used to always say that.
All right.
What's that? It's Pat.
It's Pat. Question 5, category 2-3. Corey, Joe, and Pat. The 385 million year old Gilboa fossils near Minekill State Park include 30-foot tall, fem-like trees from one of Earth's earliest examples of what ecosystem? The 385 million year old Gilboa fossils near Minekill State Park include 30-foot tall, fem-like trees from one of Earth's earliest examples of what ecosystem?
I can't wait till this guy moves out of the country.
Is it just forest? Am I thinking too simply?
I think it's a petrified forest.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Trees.
Just forest. But we could hear it again.
Don't need to. I think the answer is forest.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
The Whitaker line of
Those last words.
I think we agree.
Yeah, we agree.
McCratch.
Is the forest a disc?
Good pull.
Wow, why was Reef so hard? That sucks.
Gotta be. There's no way it's not.
Never heard of one.
Playing forest.
It's a little generic.
I'm not a fan, but I've never heard of one.
AGL does all those like tree names, but forest is not very
Would
creative.
you have thought that some company comes out with the soda and the peach?
Yeah, they're all sweet, sugary things.
The Swedes, maybe.
I'm a no on this one, but you guys can battle it out.
I vote yes, so it's up to Pat. Trick.
My instincts have been wrong all night. So my instinct says no, so let's go yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a disc. Let's go.
So it's 2-1 yes, it's a disc?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I'm sorry, no.
No!
Damn it, Corey.
Damn it, Joe. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Jamin before. Be more convincing if you know you're right. Jesus.
How much more convincing you want me to be like, I'm a no?
Yeah, come on, Joe.
It's all your fault, dude.
Oh, your fault.
I will say, because I can't think of any reason I would use this, but there is a silent forest, albatross disc golf.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd make a question for that.
There's a handful that I just can't. I have them in my list, and it's like the maybe pile. That's one of them. But
that's the name? That's a mouthful. Jeez.
Yeah.
It had to be like some Silent Hill made up question.
Mm-hmm.
Like before you get to Silent Hill and before you get to the Silent Town, what might you walk through? A silent forest.
I got 11-7. Does that sound right?
That's what I have.
It's okay. Alex and Randy, we got 6-1 or 6 of 8 in 2 or 3.
Alex, do you have any idea what the category for one is? Because I don't think I do.
I have no connection currently, which makes me think it's some movie something. But yeah, my thought is go to category 2.
All right, let's go to 2.
All right, question 6, category 2. Though Joralemon Park's massive limestone boulders likely weren't deposited by glaciers, they resemble what type of glacial boulder whose name could also describe your unpredictable drives? Though Joralemon Park's massive limestone boulders likely weren't deposited by glaciers, they resemble what type of glacial boulder whose name could also describe your unpredictable drives?
Nothing's coming to mind.
This is one of my favorite questions because this is what I always thought they were, but he explains that they're not.
Okay, so I associate granite with glacial boulders, but granite doesn't describe a bad drive or an unpredictable drive.
He said they were limestone boulders. We're not looking for a material of rock. We're looking for a type of rock.
Is like a shank a type of rock?
It could be. I don't think it is, but I don't know that.
A yank?
I think, Randy, between the two of us, they would more describe my drives than your drives. If that helps. It probably doesn't, but...
Interesting.
Friggin' perfect. That's what it is.
It could be like a slip. What are other terms for screwed up drives?
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, shank is not the worst thing.
No, it's not.
Like spur kind of came to mind, but I don't think that's really a term for a errant drive.
Shank is the worst thing. That's where you're wrong.
It's a pretty bad thing. It's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm happy going shank because that's all I can think of.
All right, we're going shank, Pat.
Corey, Pat, and Joe, though Joralemon Park's massive limestone boulders likely weren't deposited by glaciers, they resemble what type of glacial boulder whose name could also describe your unpredictable drives?
Yeah, shank was the first thing that came to my mind. Describe an unpredictable shot.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm working at too, because the geology part's not gonna help at all.
I know, my instinct was shank. Then I thought weak, slow, soft, turn, spur. None of those seem like they'd be
erratic
rocks. Ooh, erratic. Ooh, I really like erratic.
Erratic, actually.
Yeah, and I think that is what boulders scattered erratically are called.
Erratic
really
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
But I think that's with an E. Erratic, like with an E.
Erratic is kind of unpredictable, right? That's kind of like
Yeah, definitely.
Terrible. I mean, erratic's not bad, honestly.
I was going to ask Patrick just to like use some words that Brandon Klein might have been using in previous rounds, but I think erratic is the right word, the right answer.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
I also think so. Yeah.
Is the erratic a disc? It's the one thing I learned in college geology.
As soon as they said it, I'm like, yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Nice, Joe.
No.
Way to just brainstorm.
I
We
will
did it.
say, though, I really would say I've always been somewhat interested in automotives, and I enjoy the study of engineering behind cars. But one thing that always bugs me is how most of my friends seem to always be a step ahead of me when it comes to naming cars just by looking at them once. And it always flabbergasts me, whatever they do. That's his J-Dubs Week 22
J-Dubs photo.
post.
I haven't taken very many pictures or screenshots since the previous week, and it was either that or a pile of wood in my back of my truck. So
I meant to bring that up when we were doing the actual J-Dubs, but I'm sorry. Is the erratic a disc?
I have the same feeling as salvage. It's not a very good positive name for a disc.
it does. It's a cool sounding word, which I won't really give to salvage. Like erratic just sounds like edgy, like blonde tips, early 2000s era.
Blonde tips.
People made decisions.
I've never heard of that disc. Yeah.
But I guess I would also slightly lean no.
I'm not going to go to the store and be like, can I get that erratic disc?
That erratic.
If
It's got a
you know,
negative
right?
6 turn.
it was like a
It's
radix
so
with like
flippy.
Terrible.
2 X's at the end, yeah, maybe. But yeah, let's go no.
3 X's.
Eh,
Yeah.
that's
I'd say no.
No, Pat.
You guys agree?
Correct.
Yep.
Agreed.
You are correct.
Let's go.
Does that make it 11-9, Alex?
That's what I got.
Does.
Okay. We got 3 questions left. 6-1 or 7-2?
2, I guess.
It's just going to be more like geology. You're okay with that?
So far, it's been okay, I guess.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go with 7? Is that what you're saying?
Why not?
I vote 7 over a 6
Okay.
in this
let's do it.
scenario.
All right. Question 7, category 2-3. A short walk from Troy's Prospect Park, the Poston Kill Gorge exposes Emon's Line, a major geologic boundary where masses of rock have moved relative to one another, known as what? A short walk from Troy's Prospect Park, the Posteen, Poestaen, Kill Gorge exposes Emon's Line, Emmons, a major geologic boundary where masses of rock have moved relative to one another, known as what?
Fault, but
That's what I think.
I know we like to use that word escarpment for Thatcher, but I think that was more of a... Oh, no, the other word I was thinking was tectonics or whatever, plate tectonics. But fault seems like the best answer I'm going to have.
Yeah.
Mine went, yeah.
I can't think. I know there's a lot of faults in this whole area, and so that would be realistic for it to be the answer. I don't have anything better.
Sounds like fault then.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Fault it is. Yeah. Corey's fault.
Yep.
For the tie, is the fault a disc?
Almost sounds like a Norwegian or Swedish word. Like a castapastis, the fault.
I think there is like a lot of rock stuff.
There's a falk.
There is a falk. That
Falk.
is true.
Yeah, it's not a fault. Like foot faults. Like it's again. It's like I don't think it's a
Yeah,
good disc
it
name.
does sound kind of gross.
Yeah, it's just it's this damn disc's fault. It hit the tree. Like I don't know.
We are getting a lot of no's tonight, though, which is the only thing that scares me. But
We've had ones with all yeses.
I'm fine with no. We were leaning
I
that
like
way.
no. Yeah.
I'm good with no. It doesn't sound good to me.
Let's go no.
You guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're tied.
Let's go.
Final round, Alex and Randy. Final question in 1 or final question in 2?
I'm leaning 2.
Yeah, let's do 2.
All right, question 8, category 2-3. Looking west from Gunk's disc golf, the prominent cliffs mark a long, narrow crest of erosion-resistant conglomerate and sandstone known as the Shangam what? Looking west from Gunk's disc golf, the prominent cliffs mark a long, narrow crest of erosion-resistant conglomerate and sandstone known as the Shangam what?
Showdown.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it just like a synonym for cliff?
Yeah, I kind of lost the first reading of that question, but
Me too. It like cut out.
I can repeat.
Can we have it one more time?
Yeah.
Looking west from Gunk's disc golf, the prominent cliffs mark a long, narrow crest of erosion-resistant conglomerate and sandstone known as the Shangam what?
I know there's a term for this. I just can't think of it. It's like I can think of the diagram in the freaking Earth Science book where you can see all the layers and then this one like pokey thing jabbing through it.
Canyon.
No. It's like penetration or something like that. I don't think penetration is right, but
I'll throw that.
Nice.
Sweet.
Ugh. I knew this at one point, which is the frustrating bit, but I don't currently know it.
Darn it. Yeah, it's like erosion proof, like everything else eroded around it.
Yeah.
This is what you have left. It's not like monument or something.
No. Yeah, I'm coming up with like 0 good answers.
Cliff 3.
the Rancho Cliff.
I'm going with canyon if you can't think of anything.
It's like the opposite of a canyon, though.
Oh, it's not like okay.
We're talking about the thing that didn't erode, not the thing that did erode.
Damn, penetration would be a sick disc name.
I mean, I'm not strictly opposed with going with penetration. I don't think it's right, but it's the best thing I can come up with.
We're going with it.
Is that what you guys are going with?
I think that's what we're going with.
I guess that's what we're going with.
Corey, Pat, and Joe, looking west from Gunk's Disc Golf, the prominent cliffs mark a long, narrow crest of erosion-resistant conglomerate and sandstone known as the Shangam what?
Is it ridge?
I like ridge. I was thinking shelf.
Shelf. I was thinking shale.
All right, so ridge or shelf.
Also not shale.
I kind of like ridge, and I'm pretty sure that's a disc as well.
Ridge does sound cool.
I'm going to go with Corey's advice earlier and hold strong on this one. I'm pretty sure it's ridge.
Advocate for yourself.
Like, I advocate more when I know the answer is wrong than you do when the answer is right. So let's show a little enthusiasm.
I'm pretty sure it's ridge.
You guys agree?
Pat, we all say yes.
Like penetrate. Yeah. Let's go ridge.
Is the ridge a disc?
See how easy that is,
Yes.
Joe? See how easy
Yes,
it is?
it's a disc.
We may have overthought that just a little bit.
I'll say it's a disc.
I liked our answer.
It is, Joe. You said you know
I'm pretty
the
sure
disc?
it's. I think it's a Vibram
Ooh.
disc. I used to have one. I don't know where it is. It must have lost it at some point.
Let's do it. Yes.
You guys agree?
Yep.
What year, Joe?
Oof. I got it from somebody else. 15. Actually, it's probably earlier than that. 13.
Vibram Discs, December 3rd, 2009.
Oof. Yeah.
All right, you guys get the final question, but if you get it wrong, Alex and Randy could still tie. There's a card aspect to this question, so probably not, but hey.
Like this.
Question 6, category 1. What word can refer to a twig used for grafting in gardening? A defunct compact car division of Toyota and a young heir to a prominent family dynasty. What word can refer to a twig used for grafting in gardening? A defunct compact car division of Toyota and a young heir to a prominent family dynasty.
The defunct Toyota brand. I think a Scion, but
Oh, Scion is like a young upstart person too. I've never heard it as a twig.
wait. No, Geo was a Chevy brand.
Saturn was too,
Saturn
but that's
GM. Yeah, but like Geo, I think they were like Toyotas that were rebranded Chevys. Defunct compact car. Scions were only small cars too. What was the third thing?
Young persons. Yeah. You can read it, Pat, please, or maybe the whole thing.
I can. Yeah, the
you.
official rules state
Yes,
that I can
sorry.
only read the whole thing. What word can refer to a twig used for grafting in gardening? A defunct compact car division of Toyota and a young heir to a prominent family dynasty.
Oh, that's why you said that, Patrick.
Yeah, I think it was like a more young businessman, but I guess that would work.
The only Toyota brands I can think of is Toyota, Lexus, and Scion. So
Twig used in grafting.
I like Scion.
let's go Scion.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Joe does not agree, it sounds like.
I don't.
It's Scion, dude. I'm telling you, it's Scion, 100%.
Yeah,
Whoa.
$50.
Yeah, $50. Let's make it 100. Let's make it.
Put my life on it. Yeah.
All right.
You guys agree?
Yep.
Yes. Send it.
Is the Scion a disc?
I'll send you my PayPal information after this episode comes out, Joe.
We'll split that 2 ways, please. 25 each.
Yeah, just edit that right out.
I like when I explained it was like not a twig, but the other thing. You're like, oh, that's why you said that. You think I was just like free associating?
Yeah, I thought you were just making some shit up.
He stopped listening once he heard car division of Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard once you hear like one of the clues in a 3-clue question, you kind of start focusing on one of them, and you don't hear the rest of it.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah. Is the Scion a disc? I don't know. It kind of seems like a dumb disc name.
Either way, congratulations.
Sounds like a cool disc to me.
All right, let's go. Yes.
Young Air, yeah.
Oh, frick yeah.
Let's go yes.
You going with yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry, no.
It doesn't matter, but yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry,
we want to
what
be
was it?
optimistic.
So 14-11. Congratulations, Corey, Pat, and Joe.
Threw another eagle in on freaking Alex.
Randy, I thought you were going to get the win one when Alex said
Got him.
it's the opposite of a canyon. I thought when he said that, it was going to trigger you to say ridge.
Nope.
Ooh,
It makes
penetration
sense in
though.
hindsight.
Alex did have a good point. He's like, not the stuff that eroded, but the stuff that was left behind. I thought
Right.
you might get it after that, but
I did. Right when you said that, I was like, ooh, he's going to get it.
I'm going to be honest, ridge and canyon are like synonymous in my head. I didn't even think about, I don't know. I don't think of a canyon as what's missing. I think of the sides of it,
no, I get you.
which I
Makes
guess
sense.
are ridges.
And what's left? Yeah.
Last week we had Sail Coast, Drift, Wing It, Flow, and Autopilot. I think you guys kind of figured out what the category was. I was thinking like school, like you sail through a class, and coast through a class, drift through a class, wing it, you just flow, or you're on autopilot. I was thinking school because school's coming up. What about Fortress, Splinter, Damsel, Salvage, Chicken, and Scion? This is probably the toughest connection of any that I've done. It's definitely up there.
Games of some kind? Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Nope.
So these are all what are known as kangaroo words. Does anybody know what those are?
Doesn't sound like something I would use.
Nope.
I feel like I've heard that term before, but I wouldn't be able to define it for you.
They're marsupials.
Is it where you like pronounce the letter twice in them?
No, but I will ask Alex, did you see Ivan asked about the podcast from last week where you knew the Wing It.
Wing it.
What was that podcast?
It was Lateral with Tom Scott. That's the name of the podcast.
Okay. But a kangaroo word is a word that when spelled out, its synonym is inside the word and it's in order. So for example, fortress, a synonym would be fort, F-O-R-T. Splinter, splint. Damsel, dame. Salvage, save, S-A-V-E is in order, but not like back to back.
They're not right next to each other.
Chicken, hen, and Scion, son.
Huh.
I learned something today.
Amazing.
Yeah, if we got that, dang.
Oh, well, that's why I was offering a point on that.
Yeah.
Any birthdays coming up?
John J.P. Hafner, the 26th.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Ryan
Yeah.
Clare on the 27th.
Damn, he's only turning 26. The hell?
I'm
I
sure
know,
he's
right?
lying.
Yeah, true.
Scott Stokely, August 29th.
Oh.
We mentioned Chris Colomb and Derek Stoltenberg last time.
Benji?
Oh yeah,
Benji Farrell?
Benji Farrell.
I got Kendi Lee on the 29th.
They're doing something special for Benji's birthday at Saturday Thatcher Dubs this week. I don't know what really, but just celebrating.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs the Saturday League with Dan Perry, Thatcher, and he also was the person who started up the 9-pin putting league.
Oh, nice. Mark Bryan's coming up, though, but not yet. All right. Well, thank you, Patrick. Or you're the real Pat. I'm the original Pat. How does that go,
Actual
Corey?
Pat.
Actual. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you, Pat, Corey, Alex, Randy, who still hasn't fixed his name from 3 weeks ago,
Dude, I had like 2 chances today and I still didn't.
and Joe. Thanks, everybody, and sweet up on some battle.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Actual
Pat.
That's Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, guys.
Man, screw them goddamn mosquitoes. Anybody else feel me lately? Past couple.
I'm definitely with you on that.
Holy crap! I tried to like unload some wood from my fire truck. Literally 5 minutes. I got absolutely swarmed out there. As soon as like the sun started going down a little bit, it got so bad.
Are they the like blood hawk ones that are like 6 feet long?
No, not those.
Just regulars?
I get my shotgun out for those guys.
I'm surprised we didn't get eaten alive at CTK on Saturday.
Yeah, Jay Park has been pretty rough. Especially, it seems like it has been raining like overnight, at least a little bit, and it just like the next day it's been rough. But I'm trying to test how cancerous DEET actually is.
Very.
That's all I got, Pat.
I'm just writing up real quick.
While you're doing that, I have to curate this bin of discs to give to Mark Bryan for his was it Rethrow or What was the Mark Bryan event called?
Yeah, Rethrow Open.
Okay, it was Rethrow. I didn't want to say replay because I think that was the thing that Jeff was trying to do or whatever it was. But nah, I got to go through and get some of these discs to give for that. Got plenty of them to rummage through.
You got to go through and take out all the Halo.
Well, I've already done that, obviously. Just definitely the ones that I've been sitting on for a long time that really people have no interest in, buying or taking as a free CTP disc. So
if any listeners have ever got a Halo disc back from the Lost and Found, please let us know. I want to know what the stats are like on that.
I got my own. I don't need to be taking people's. And funny enough, people don't really lose Halos. They go back for those ones. It's the DX Leopards and tie-dye discs.
Dude, it's always tie-dye discs.
How are your Mets doing, Pat?
Horribly. Thanks for asking.
Oh, no.
Did you really not know when you asked?
No, I don't really follow. I'll just ask random fans. How their team's doing? I don't hear stuff. Oh, that's a bummer. Injuries?
Yes, but mostly just they revamped the team. They're in an interesting time. A couple years ago, they got a new president of baseball operations. They still haven't hired a GM. So he's acting essentially as a GM, and he's a really smart guy, but I don't think he understands the concept of you got to play together. You know what I mean? You got to gel as a team. Last year, he got rid of basically the old core, which was 3 players. That's 1/3 of your lineup. And then he got rid of everybody but the manager as far as coaches. So you bring in all these new players, and they just never play together. When you bring in new players to New York, especially, you need an adjustment period, especially with the Mets for some reason, more so than the Yankees even. The Mets seem to have this, half season. Like when Lindor got traded over here, he was horrible in his first 3 months here. Now, he's a typical slow starter anyway, so his April usually sucks. But his first year was just his worst year by far career-wise. Same thing happened to Bo Bichette. They signed him to a huge contract, and he sucked too. He's built himself back up to being about average for the season, hitting like 270. But he's a guy who usually hits over 300. Oddly enough, he left Toronto, and now Vlad Guerrero hasn't hit a home run at home all season. He's only got like 6 or 7 for the year. But really the biggest issue was while all these players, these new players in the field are taking time to gel, the pitching was just horrible. So even if those players were hitting, they probably would have still lost a shit ton of games. They had a 12-game losing streak in April, and now I think they're 13 games under 500. So that was it. You take that out of the equation, and they're 1 game under 500, which would put them right in the middle of the playoffs. So right before that 12-game losing streak, Soto missed that entire part. He was hurt. The game he came back, Lindor got hurt and missed like the next 2 months. And then Lindor came back, and they were both finally playing together. And now Soto has been hurt for the last several weeks. So I would say that those two probably haven't played 20 games together this year. Or if they have, it's not much more than that. So just a lot of things. And most people say, the president, GM guy thinks he knows too much. And there's some truth to that. But the fact of the matter is he's trying to rebuild an organization while being competitive at the same time. So he's not going to go out and sign long-term deals to aging players like a Pete Alonso. Most people would agree they want Pete Alonso to still be on the Mets. But I don't want Pete Alonso here in 4 years. We'll see if the Orioles still want him in 4 years. And this has been your Mets 5 minutes while we were waiting people to get on. I could honestly go on for another hour on that, but that would be incredibly boring.